Yo, what's up? What's up, fight fans? And I'm back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. You know who it be, your host, Round One Sports Talk. And I have a lot to say about border wars and what transpired out there. Everything I experienced. I don't want to make this just about me. This was bigger than me. This event. A lot of us was out there. I got to meet a lot of you guys. Um, it was an amazing event for me, and I want to share all you that with all you guys. I met Vega, Malcolm, I met Quan, I met uh, uh, Tip, everybody, Trip was there. Uh, who else? Like, I'm leaving so many people out right now because it was just an amazing thing to be a part of. Um, and I just want to know that and let everybody know. Matter of fact, let me put up your chats. I can't even see who's in the building right now because I'm like, I did this like fast. I'm like, excuse me if I'm running off like no day sleep, to tell you the truth. What's up, Frontline? What's up, everybody in the building? How you guys doing? I'm really running off no sleep, Puerto Rican rum. I'm, because if I come to think about it, right, to tell you the truth, I didn't sleep the day before the fight, traveling. I got no sleep at all. Like, I broke night. The night of the fight, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about the fight. So I went into the fight with like 48 hours of no sleep. It's, I don't think that did or didn't do anything. I still feel great. I think I would have did the same thing. I'm not saying that 2 days of sleep bothered me or whatever. No, because my I was there. I know myself. I was there. I was in that ring. Yes, I was. And I was fighting. No, I was fighting in that ring. Um I gave it everything I had in the ring. We'll talk about that. We'll get there, but just want to talk about like the moment and the traveling. You could see clearly when this all kicked off and all of us started hitting our like planes, and we were flying in from different cities. You started to hear reports of planes being delayed. And this guy can't. Now they're driving on their way there. And a lot of people did show up though. My flight was delayed 3 hours. My first flight was delayed 3 hours. I in fact didn't get into Atlanta. I thought I was supposed to get there at 12:30. I ended up getting there at 3:40. Checked into my hotel. I paid for the hotel for 2 days, 2 nights, right? This was my dilemma. My wife, right? Thinking she wants me home as fast as possible type shit, right? So she gets the plane tickets and the hotel by the airport, thinking if I go back to the hotel, there'd be less chance of me missing the plane because the shuttle takes me to the airport for free. Right? So she thought of it all. The problem is that hotel is an hour and 20 minutes from the venue. An hour and 20 minutes from the venue. So unless I had somebody to come out there and pick me up. Oh, yeah. And by the way, if I stay in this hotel at 7 o'clock in the morning when the weigh-ins take off, how the hell am I going to get there? I'm going to call an Uber at 5:30 in the morning. So what time you getting up to get dressed? So how much sleep you getting on your first night? That was my dilemma, right? But I got the hotel. Good thing I got it for 2 days. Stay with me, right? So I was stuck. I didn't know that. And then when I looked out on the map, I called my wife. I was like, oh, it gets better. Wait, it gets better. So I tell my wife, I say to her, okay, When am I flying out? Supposed to land here at 12:30. Get to the Boston Logan Airport around 9 in the morning. Leave my house at 6 in the morning to get there to catch my plane for 9, which was 3 hours delay. I arrive in Atlanta at 3:40, right? Then I asked her because now my hotel is 1 hour and 21 minutes away from the venue. And I asked her, when did you book my flight back? She said, oh, your flight is coming back Sunday, the day after the fight. You have to be at the airport at 4:15 in the morning. Your flight leaves at 6:15. 6:15. She said, yeah, but your hotel, I booked it right next to the airport. I was like, so if I go to watch the Lubin fight versus Virgil Ortiz fight, they get in the ring usually at what time? 11:30, 12 o'clock. Then you take a chance of what? Paying a cab from there, an hour and 20 minutes to your hotel. And then how much hours are you going to sleep? Then you got to be at the airport at 4:15. It was going to be like 1 o'clock in the morning once we got out of the bar. There's just I was just like, lady, are you crazy? So what I end up, look, shout out to a real one, Malcolm. Malcolm, James, Benitez, I think his name is. Yo, James gave us rides and like the first day. Then Malcolm, he's an official, he's a referee, right? Mad cool dude, bro. Yo, mad cool. I had nobody to come get me. Nobody was going to wake up at 6 in the morning, drive an hour over. Everybody had their hotels in Marietta, Atlanta. They were in the other city. I was in Atlanta. Right? So I'm like, yo, Malcolm was like, I got you. I'll be downstairs in your hotel at 6:30 in the morning. Come scoop you. And the way he was driving, it only took us like 35 minutes. But on the Google map, it say an hour and 21 minutes. But it seemed like we got down there in 35 minutes type shit. So he comes, scoops me. Bro, I'm playing around. I'm like, yo, I got to get me there at 7 o'clock to weigh in because I don't think there's going to be much people there or whatever. But, guys will start coming in. Yo, we get in there. I'm in line, right? Like, we start talking. There's like 5 of us in line. That's it. Yo, no bullshit. Like 30 seconds passed. I turned around. There was 30 people in line. I was like, damn, I'm glad I got here right now. Yo, weigh-ins took a while, bro. The fucking scale was acting up. I made weight first shot. As soon as I made weight, I told Malcolm, yo, let's go. We're going to go get something to eat. We went out there. I bought us breakfast for me and him and shit. Show him appreciation, give me a ride and shit, That's the least I could do for the man, you know what I mean? We had a big breakfast, 2 eggs type shit, bacon. We had the bread, and then we had the side of French toast. Yeah, I had French toast, and he had pancakes. Yo, it felt like the Duke had just bringing us food and shit, right? So we ate in Atlanta and everything. We weigh in. I'm back there. I don't got nobody to wrap my hands with gauze or tape. There was a lot of things that took place that I noticed that a lot of fighters, this was the first time them doing it on their own. A lot of people had short fuses with some of the fighters, which I didn't think that was right, including Ness. Okay. Ness is a veteran at this, so to speak. And sometimes he's like that teacher that's already learned so much. He already wants you to be on his level. And when you do little things around, he doesn't have the patience. Ness is dealing with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's saying y'all need to get your shit together, right? But what he's not understanding is that most of these kids that came there or guys, their coaches was doing everything for them or something, or somebody was in the previous events. And they came to this event by themselves and they didn't know the steps. It's not they didn't have fights. They were a part of fights, but somebody else did the paperwork, the legwork for them. And we just like turn around here, make way, boom, boom, get on the scale, turn this way. I'm signing this paper, boom, grab this. And the coaches got your book in your hand and everything. So look, Ness was right there with me. Ness is standing right there. I'm in the building, Ness. I'm on a live. Anybody want to tell Ness that I said this? Please tell him, right? Because if Ness is a real one, Ness will tell the truth of what I'm about to say, right? You know the referee that was in my fight, the dude that was in my fight, that dude was a real hard ass. As a matter of fact, I got him talking shit about some of the fighters and shit on my phone that was recording on the wall that a lot of my people saw, like 2,000 people. So y'all were hearing what they were saying, and that official, a lot of people know about this because it was on my live stream, right? So this is what I'm going to say. If Ness, no, right? One of the boxers came in, Ness's boxers, this brother, a black dude. He had braids with the little beads in it. I forgot his name, right? I met so many people. I'm sorry. You know, me and names, man, bro. But faces, I'll remember you. He had the braids with the little beads in it. When he came in, that referee gave him shit. You're not fighting. You're not fighting. Nope. You need to be here on time. You need to have this. You need to have your shit together. All right, man. You know what? I'm going to help you out. Come on, hurry up. And he was going to pass him through, but he needed his opponent or whatever, right? His opponent was the Spanish kid and another Spanish fighter, right? They were there all day. Yo, that Spanish kid was there the entire day with me. He just had no idea he had to go make the weight and give him that book. He stood with me with that book in his pocket, not knowing what to do. When it finally dawned on him, and the referee dude, he said, nah, you ain't fighting. And I couldn't help but notice, you didn't help the two Latin dudes, but the dude with the braids, bro, you might have screamed on him, but you was passing him. So you was working. So I'm not trying to make this a thing, but I couldn't help but notice that. Then in my fight, he gave me a standing 8 count for breathing. Look, no, you halted the action to tell me about a punch, or he was describing when me and OC engaged. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. The man knows what he's doing as a ref. Meaning, when it comes to these older master dudes, you know, some of these refs are trained not to be so harsh and to buy time for them to keep the action going. It's kind of part of what a real good ref would do, because he's helping them along, making excuses. When he broke that up to go over there, yell at my coach, fucking no good fucking Marcos there, right? That didn't yell out no instructions. I heard more instructions from fucking Ness than Marcos said. I didn't hear shit from Marcos, bro. He almost drowned me with the bottle of water in the corner in the second round. I was trying to take a breath, and he put the bottle. I said, yeah, what? He squirted out. I was like, what the fuck, Marcos? I got up. I went into the corner like this. Yo, the whole room went black. Yo, my oxygen started coming up like this. Like that feeling that you knew. I got nothing left. I was there. And I turned around and I was like, you're going to have to put me down, bro. When the ref told me later, he told me, I asked him, why? He was like, you took a deep breath. I said, so you basically gave me standing 8 count for taking a deep breath. I said, brother, I never asked you to do me a favor. If you see me tired like that, please allow OC the boss to do his job. Have him put me down. I'd rather go out on my shield than to lose that way. Make him earn it. I didn't ask you to save me. I didn't ask you to come to my aid. Step aside and let OC work. If you think he had me. Yeah, I was popping the 1-2. This motherfucker was a lot shorter than I thought. OC. When he took off his shoes and got in the bike, he dropped another 2 inches. Talk about 5'6", my fucking ass. You're barely 5'5". My brother's 5'5". Yo, he was like this. I was like, damn. He kept ducking. Now, I wanted to hit that uppercut Ness was saying, but fucking Ness kept yelling it. Ness kept yelling, the uppercut. So I kept thinking, he's hearing Ness say the uppercut. He's going to time me. It made me hesitant to throw the uppercut because Ness kept yelling it. I saw it, Ness. You know? And I was like, Ness, shut up. In my head, I was like, Ness, shut the fuck up. Maybe I want to throw. But when we're both hearing Ness. I'm like, yeah. And Ness saw I tried to throw it too. It was an ugly one too. I was off balance. I was tired. I didn't really have no form by that time. I was basically throwing, low energy. There was a point in the fight. OC, the boss, saw that. He tried to take me down. OC saw his opportunity and he came in for it. But the only thing at the front door, I greeted him with that 1-2. And he kept going back. Every time OC had that like glare in his eyes, I got him. I got round 1. I got him. I was like, yeah, you got that, bro. That's what you got. You know what I mean? Yo, hey, I was like not hitting him like, I hit him like flushing a couple times. I'm going to tell you right now, I won that first round. I won that second round. I won that first round. I won that second round. The first round was a little iffy, but if you go back and you watch it, he hit me with that overhand right. He was hitting me a lot with that overhand right. So go count him. Count my overhand rights. Because remember how, according to you guys, I was just throwing the 1-2, right? But count my jab. That stiff jab, I kept popping on him. And I even hit him with a body shot. I don't think he threw one body shot in the first round. I started off with a body shot. You know what I mean? So if you really pay attention, I beat him that first round and that second round, bro. Yo, they gave OC the boss that fight, if you ask me, because if they didn't give him that bogus knockdown, which I twisted my ankle. Look, I rode my ankle, right? Look. And that shit is big as shit. Yeah, that shit is big. All right, check it out. Fuck. You see it? Wait. I'll just go like that, right? You see the size of my ankle, man? In comparison to the other one. So that's all I did. That's all I did. I rolled my ankle. So in the mix of rolling my ankle, having this fucking tear in my shoulder, I had that black tape. Yo, that shit pretty worked. Yo, I didn't feel my shoulder. Yo, I was throwing the right. I was like, yeah, I was throwing it. It was okay. Now that the fight is over, the statute of limitation is over, like all the injuries I sustained, like training for this fight, bro, both the bottom of my feet, I got tears in them from jogging and trying to be on my toes and jump roping because my feet were virgins. I went right from like, so many years not training to training. And in the 2-month span, you got to remember, while you're training something new, you're going to tear your new muscles and you got to heal. And then you got to become fluent in those exercises. So it was like heal and get good at the same time. So this was tough. Everything I went through to get to this fucking match, bro, this was tough, man. This was tough. My wife was cooking and like I said, and all, like I didn't eat her food and shit, and she started thinking I was eating somewhere else, and I didn't like her cooking anymore and what it was, and like I had to become like a little selfish, I guess, because there was a lot of nights that I went to sleep at 5 and 6 o'clock and shit. And she didn't like that because she had to come home from work and also do the rest and shit. And I was just training and training and training and sleeping and training and getting up and training some more and stuff. And and then I had to stop smoking cigarettes and weed and liquor. And it was just like boxing asks a lot from you, you know. And the thing is that I took on this challenge. I relived a lot of things, you know, and if I had to do it again, I'd do some things different. Yes. Um, I would actually believe in my team, Rocky. Uh, Rocky showed me a lot better than that. I just didn't have the gas tank to pull it off, to tell you the truth. I didn't have the gas tank to pull it off. All I had the gas tank to do, I noticed, was that 1-2, baby. That's it. Because if if I try to do too much, I knew I was gonna gas out. And he was durable. See, it wasn't a fact that I had to, you know, that can he make the 3 round? No, he's already did that 2 months ago. And he was way out of shape. OC the boss, I brought out the best out of OC the boss. And I'm happy for that. I'm happy that OC the boss trained the best he ever trained. I think in a long time, that man ain't been that good shape. That man didn't even fight his last fight like he fought me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Forbes. He took care of business too. Shout out to Vega. Real warriors. Real warriors. Shout out to Tank. You know, fighters, all them fighters, man. Yo, these boys put it on. You guys seen the videos. You guys seen it, you know? And so I mean, going through the whole experience and everything and meeting everybody, I'm about to start reading all your chats. I'm gonna go back up. So stick around. Let me just you know, yeah, he was open for that uppercut. I wanted Ness to shut the fuck up, bro. Because you know when you fighting in a street fight and your boy is saying, throw the right, that makes you not throw the right hand. Sometimes people go for, I'm hearing your boy telling you to throw the right hand. I think you might be throwing that right. It felt like that. So I didn't throw the uppercut when he was there because I thought he was setting me up for, if I try to go up, he was a boom again over the top and hit me. You feel me? And I was just like, man, but yeah, it's shit like that, you know. And remember, right? I get one shot at this. Your name gets called, your moments come. That's it. You're getting in the corner. I got no one there. I didn't tell really any of my family about this. I didn't want to. I told my family about this, the rest of my family, like 3-4 days before the event. And the reason being I did it like that is because I didn't want anybody to talk me out of this. Oh, Edwin, you're going to get hurt. And I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear my family tell me, Edwin, you're going through a midlife crisis. Listen, you do what you want to do in your life. I'm going to do, you know, respectfully, without harming anyone or causing harm on myself. Or that way you guys had to really step in and saying, what you're doing is not good. Now, if that was the case, right? Okay. And I understand the risk. The last fight on the card of the whole Border Wars, their card, that guy got brutally knocked out. That was one of the most coldest knockouts I seen in a long time, bro. I never seen somebody get stretched out like that in a long fucking, yo, bro. He was stretched out for more than 25 minutes. He was out. I mean, out. Yo, when I'm saying out, bro, they tried to get him up like 5 times. He fell down and went right down, out. He was out, bro. He put his lights out, and that's the risk in this game. Any one of us could have got slept. Vega got stung good too. You know? Tank had blood everywhere. Name of the beast. I got a black eye. See? Oh, right here, this one. Yeah, I got a black eye. You know, but that wasn't by OC the boss. Shout out to my sparring partner. OC will never get credit for that kid's black eye. Sorry, you know what I mean? But none of y'all getting credit right now, so I'm putting on the shades. You know, I'm not a fucking billboard. I'm not advertising your black eye. No. So anyway, so it's like uh this was a great experience, man. It really was, uh, besides getting robbed like that, bro, because I got robbed, bro. Had it not been for them 2 bogus ass knockdowns, he don't win that fight. Because you take those 2 bogus knockdowns away. Let's be honest. Go back and watch the 3rd round. I outlanded him in the 3rd round. By definition, I should have won that 3rd round too. And if you give me any round, you got to give me at least the 1st round or the 2nd. Whether you give him the 1st round and me the 2nd. You take away those 2 bogus fucking knockdowns, I win this fight. I win the fight. So to lose like that, that's why I was like, yo, OC, you got to run that back. And my wife, I was like, no, you're not fighting. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like hooked now. You know what I'm saying? Straight, yo, baby, just one more. Just one more, baby. Come on. Listen, I can't retire fucking with an L. I'm gonna be on box rec. My winning record is gonna be 0 wins, 1 loss. I can't, man. That don't even look right, man. You know what I'm saying? I went out there in enemy's territory. Y'all seen it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't show me no love. I was like, it's all right. But straight Devin Haney, baby. Ain't scared to travel out yonder and fight. You know what I'm saying? People want to play it safe and only enter the border wars that's in their hometown type shit. You know what I mean? So, yo, yeah, man. Did Vega hear all that disrespect that was being during the fight? He doesn't get paid to do. Yo, no, I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him, but you know what I'm saying? Like, proud of you, bro. Hold on. Round 1, great job. You won that fight. Thank you, bro. Yo, ref was paid under the table robbery. I didn't say it. But I think the people are starting to see exactly what took place out there. Okay? But thank you. Yo, thank you, man. Thank you. Because let's just be honest. I'm not trying to build myself up bigger. Let's just tell the truth, though. I'm not. Oh, look at boy round 1. Look at all these obstacles. No. You see, if you start to minimize your own success, and you say to yourself, let me not say this because it's going to sound like I'm trying to make this so big or something, bro, then you're not appreciating what it took for you to get there. So this is part of my story. He called me out. He got 15 fights. I got 0 fights in 35 years. My record was 0-0-0-0 yesterday. They didn't give me credit for them 3 bogus fights that I put on the thing. They didn't give me none of that shit. And my amateur record when I was 16, 17, they didn't give me credit for none of that. It's too many years. I'm past 35 years. They're like, nah, you got to take your license over, Jack. That like driving license. How long have you had your license suspended for, sir? 25, 30 years. Bro, you're going to have to take that test you think they're going to be like, yeah, just look into the camera. No. You've been out too long, homeboy. You might know about boxing. I might talk about it, but you quickly find out when you get to that gym, it's a different story. And boxing keep you honest. Now, doesn't it? So if you didn't train, it's gonna show. This motherfucker talking about Elwin, how you get into the match? That motherfucker, this is a motherfucker hyping shit up right here for prime example. He comes up, he's like, yo, I traveled 3 days over the mountaintops. I hunted small game and traveled upstream where I met a bear. I wrestled him down, went over the mountain with the bear skin. I have a bearskin coat now, and I am here now to take the champion on. You know what I'm saying? On some real fucking over the top training movie shit, right? And the guy goes in there and gasses out on the 3 rounds. And you quickly see, bro, your little fucking story was bullshit. You didn't train for this. You didn't do any of that. how I look, guys. 2 months, bro. 51 years old, man. I met a lot of cool people out there. I heard a lot of things, but not a lot of people would do this. This is not for everybody. It doesn't mean that it makes you a tough guy. No, it makes you smarter than me. At least you're smart enough to appreciate your life. I'm a little, you know what I mean? I guess you got to be that way to be a fighter. Because if you got sense, don't do this, right? But if you can't go to sleep at night and all you think about is fighting, you think about the beauty in boxing, you think about what it takes to win the fight, the fans cheering you on, yelling, screaming your name. It's a rush. It's an adrenaline rush, and you can get addicted to it. And if you like me and many of the guys there, none of us are getting $1.5 million or anything to fight. Vega went out there and bang, slugged it out, bro. Tank went out there and slugged it out. Real warrior shit. And I'm not going to have to sit here and say, oh, you didn't do that shit in order to make him hype. No, we already know that. Because we know who was at the event. Vega was, I was, the boxing community was, and the ones that were in boxing, they were there supporting. That's a big thing that's made there, bro. And I'm glad to be a part of it. Ness put all this shit together, man. Without Ness, none of this shit is possible, and meeting everybody. This is years of making. And I was happy to meet everybody. The Barbarian. Yo, Dave the Barbarian. Yo, he's funny as shit, man. Yo, there was just too many names, man. Too many people. And if I missed your name, I'm sorry. But we had an amazing time, all of us. There was a gentleman there. He was a Latin dude. Me and him, we started talking. We shopping. He's from Jersey, too. His name is El Hilo se me está yendo. And he's probably writing in the chat. I don't know. But it's like, yo, round one, I deserve a rematch. Yeah! Give me my rematch. Give me my rematch. The fans are clamoring it. They know I didn't fall. They know that 8 count was bullshit. They know it, man. And if you take those 2 knockdowns away in that fight, brother, I think I pull that off with only having 0 fights against your 15, 2 months notice of training. And did you guys see me in there? Did I train for that fight, guys? Huh? Did I gas out or quit? Like, see what, P? Pretty young thing, repeat after me and say, nah, 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 nah. Every time I hear his name, you know what I mean? Listen, I ain't quit. When the going got tough in that ring and Marcos almost fucking drowned me with the water, bro, that was it. I stood up. I had a decision to make. Give up or fight. That was it. OC came at me. Baby, I was like, I'm right here. Let's go. I'm going to give you what I got. I couldn't do too much. I saw some sequences. There was things that I could have done. I just didn't have the gas tank. I had to accept what I could do, and I went with my bread and butter. I didn't have the legs and everything underneath me to be stepping around them, parrying. At 51 years old, I couldn't get past, no matter how hard I was training, man. I couldn't get past that gap. I kind of accepted it, but I wasn't afraid of it. And when I turned around in that second round, bro, you was going to have to kill me. That was it. Listen, I think most men would have folded. Most men in that situation, when I went on the ropes, I went like that. The fucking room, legitimately, everything went black. I couldn't catch my breath. I was like almost like in a fucking shock there. Bro, I had to breathe. I remember when my coach told me to take the pebble out of his hand. I went back there, bro. Straight up. Wax on, wax off. All I could hear is Rocky. Edwin, deep breath. Let it out slow. Shh. Catch your second wind. Shh. Embrace what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got a fight in your hands. What you gonna do? What cloth you cut out of? Are you all talk when the going gets tough? Just quit? Is that how we doing it? Nah, baby. Nah. He was gonna have to put me down. But you're gonna have to put me down, bro. Come on. Not that bullshit ass way. Not like that. So, but I thought, real class. I thought that I showed sportsmanship. I never seen anybody else do it. None of the other fighters did it, right? I don't think. I put the belt on his waist. If the judges felt like he won, okay, I'm not a sore sport. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta also mention other sore sports to validate my claim. You saw what I did. You saw what I did. You know what I'm saying? I honored it respectfully. But respectfully, man, I think I deserve another shot at him. Respectfully, I think I deserve another shot at him. You know, I think with better preparation, a little bit more time, bro. If I did that with that 2 months they gave me, bro, and technically, I only trained for like maybe good for like 3 weeks, technically, because out of the 2 months, remember, you're one of the months you're detoxing your body from all the shit you were doing. Let's just keep it honest. I wasn't 100% for one of the months. That's when you're sore, you're running. So the next month is when stuff started to get good. You started to feel good, and all of a sudden, we're at the fight. That's what happened. That's what I had to work with. That's the reality of what happened. That's the truth. I didn't have like 2 months of Rocky training, and I could have put and Ness is gonna get up here and say, with 2 months you can do it, man. No. Those athletes were already pros. They was riding that bike. Bro, my bike was busted down. You know how they say you never forget how to ride a bike? Yo, my bike was fucking 2 flat tires, rust, the chain was fucked up, popped off. The steering was like this, crooked. It was just moving. 2 flats, of course. I don't think there was no seat on the bike, and it was all rusty. That was my bike. And you telling me that at 51, who else is doing that? Who? I mean, you could be a better 51-year-old than me in shape because this is what you did, right? I'm talking about my situation, you know? So really, all I had was like 3 weeks before your body starts to heal from the heart, the transformation. Remember, I dropped 20-something pounds of almost muscle. Bro, I was and still I was bigger than all these dudes. Well, I fight in the big boy weight anyway. You know, we were 180, 80 and plus. I fight with big dogs. At 51, I'm taking 180-pound punches. Yeah, we big dogs. You know, what 168? Saul's what? Tank Davis at 135, what? T.O. 140? Nah, I'm clocking in at 180. That's what we banging at. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm standing next to these dudes, right? And I'm trying to get a size for it, like, and they're like, damn, you're still bigger than a lot of these dudes. I'm like, fuck. So I could see I didn't cut away a lot of the muscle. You know, I was hoping to be a little bit more thinner, faster. I would have took speed over a little bit of power in that fight right now. You know, with that headgear and them fucking 60-ounce gloves, I know I could hurt him with my punch, but I would have took, yes, the ability to throw more punches and different punches versus one, strong punch. You know, he's got the fucking protector with the cheekbone things right here. You know when you got the protector, right? Your headgear, but you see that all this is open. That's for like the elite guys. But in the Masters, the the facial gear is it got the cheekbones in it. So it's hard to knock somebody out like that. And let's just face it, I'm not no spring chicken where I can just snap off like that. But if he was standing still and I punched him, I'll knock him out. Yes. But I can knock out anybody like that. Well, not anybody, but I'm a big dude. I'm not, I'm not your basic small dude though. I'm just saying I'm not real tall by stature. No, I'm not Ness. Or Tone Two Tone, that tall ass motherfucker, right? Y'all gotta admit though, Two Tone look good. He lost a lot of weight, bro. Two Tone lost a lot of weight, but when they all saw me, they showed me respect. The one thing is that we all treated each other with respect. And that thing that I talked about, get to know me as a person, everybody did that. And that's love. Nobody walked up to me talking about, yo, Ron, what the fuck you say about Terrence Crawford? Yo, man, all of that bullshit. Nobody did that. Nobody. No, we talk like men. All of us. All of us. And the ones that I had arguments with, we was like, yo, bro, I said some stupid shit on the show. You said some stupid shit on the show. I maybe misguided anger here or there. Hey, it's just where's it? But who are you? Nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you. And how you doing today? Yeah, and these are your boys and blah blah blah. And now I'm meeting the gentleman. Not some little fucking conversation we had about some boxers that neither of us met. Are you ready to fight me for a boxer you never met? Right? It's silly, huh? So we conducted ourselves as men. And that's what I liked. It's what I like the best. And then the community coming together for each other. Some guys needed rides, some guys needed other things, and they did for so. I gotta admit, Marcos, bro, he didn't give a shit. I called that motherfucker. He got a rental car. I said, Marco, can you? Nope, too far away. Malcolm, I don't even know Malcolm, bro. This motherfucker was at my hotel room at 6:30 in the morning, bro. And Marcos is like, I got 2 wins or 3 losses as a coach. Motherfucker, you ain't nobody's coach. You're a sit-in guy. You didn't train any of us. You didn't work nothing with us. None of us. We were the guys that embarked this journey on our own. Some things in life you got to take on your own. This was something that I felt that I had to take on myself. That's why I didn't tell my family. One, for they couldn't talk me out of it. 2, I might have seen you. I'll see you guys on the next one, especially if I get rocked the first one, right? You're a little bit nervous, but as far as my opponent, me and him, we was talking trash the whole time. I eat my crow, whatever. If you want to say that, that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave a great account for myself. And, if you guys want to come up here and share your thoughts on it or whatever, I'll give you a few minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes or whatever. If the conversation's going great, we'll do whatever. But, yeah, I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. Right here. So please come up. We'll talk about it. OC, the boss, you struggled in the first 2 rounds. Calm down. He was fighting a guy coming off the couch. Yeah. What was OC the boss saying? Is he in here? Look at OC the boss. Look at look. Trolling me. Look, I didn't even know he was here. Look at round 1 got the second count because he bent over like he was out of breath. No, check it out. Okay, first of all, had I bent over and out of breath during an exchange, and the referee right in that moment saw me take a deep breath and he halts the action and he gives me a standing 8 count, I think I would be awarded the standing 8 count then in that regards, right? Okay. But that's not what took place, right? The reason why I got the standing 8 count, right, was for the breathing, but it went a little like this, right? I exchanged with OC. He broke it up to tell me that he felt like one of the punches was a little bit behind the head. So he was going like this with his hand. And in reading me instructions, I took the opportunity to take a deep breath. It wasn't all, and you see, so it wasn't that me and him were exchanging, and in that I just went like that, where he saw he needed to come to my aid. You halted the action to try to describe a warning on a foul. Then I took the deep breath. Why did you give me a standing 8 count? Allow OC the Balls to do what he's there to do. We're masters. We're not little kids. We know what we signed up for, and respectfully, if you see me hurt or whatever, then come to me. But allow him to land that 1, 2, or 3 punches that would have put me in that situation for you to give me the standing 8 count. At least make him earn it. But he couldn't do that, could he? OC needed help from the referees, and he's hearing it from the communities. I haven't heard one person yet say OC legitimately won that fight. Not one, but him. And his girlfriend and his mama and his daughter, he got them all making accounts, writing on, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Or his best friend, the guy, the gas attendant around his corner, the FedEx guy that works with him, that's it. Those are the people that are saying he won. Everybody else that was there that watched the fight, no. Why you think OC the Boss is so reluctant? Like he's like, all right, I'll give you the rematch, because he's hearing it. He's hearing it. He knows round 1 showed up. He knows round 1 he made a good account of himself, and he thought he was for sure gonna steamroll me. All right, he was for sure gonna steam. Let's see, Cokie, my man, what's up?
Yo, big respect, man. The fact that you came all the way down to Georgia to represent for every dude that has been out the game, and they call you back and you show them that it's not a game out here. You got real with it. So big shout out to you.
Man, thank you, man. This was a great experience, and I want to hear what you guys all one at a time got to say about it. Respectfully, I'm gonna go around like this, and I'm gonna ask you the same question, all of you guys. How did you guys see the fight? Starting with you, real quick, 2 minutes. How did you see the fight? Did you think I won? Did you think
I'll let the other guys introduce themselves on the panel real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's let them introduce themselves on panel. Thank you. And you two gentlemen, say your name. Hello.
Yo, be round one, round one.
What up? What up? Who this?
Hey, the Chicago Kills, baby. What's good?
Chicago Bills. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Dude, you did your fucking thing. You won that shit, round one. You
You
fucking
think so?
won that shit, baby.
Hey yo, who else is in the building here? Who's here? Who's with us? We got
Can y'all hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
All right, man. Hey, man, I don't got much to say, man. I'm just up here representing, K9 Boxing, Cornelius Bundles. He's an old head, man. One of the oldest ones at 147. That was my coach or whatever. But man, I just, I'm new to this border world stuff. I saw you out there. I've been seeing everybody trying to, kind of beating you up on these lives, man. And I appreciate how you went out there at 51 years old. You still did your fucking thing, bro. It take a lot to get in that ring, bro. So I don't have a lot to say. I just wanted to say, man, hey, I seen you out there, man. You was doing your thing. Don't ever feel beat up. But at 51, you did your motherfucking thing.
All right.
Again, K9 Boxing, straight out of
Yeah.
Detroit, Crunk Gym.
K9.
That's it.
Wait
That's
1 second,
it,
because we got OC the boss in the building. If you guys want to stick around and hear what he got to say, you guys are
Yeah.
more than welcome to stay on the panel. Respectfully, let's
man.
see what he got to say.
I'll
We
stay
got,
up here for a second.
you
Yep,
know what I'm
yep.
saying? If you guys are, I'm gonna let him in the
What?
building right now.
What happened? Got the quarterback? He's
Hold
hurt?
on, here we go.
No.
OC the balls. How
What's
you
up,
doing,
bro?
OC?
I'm good, bro. What's up? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good. I see you driving back now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
my lady just came picking me up from Chicago, man. I'm on my way
Talk some
back
shit.
home.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you in
Yeah.
So
Chicago?
Huh?
You in Chicago right now?
Yeah, I'm shit. I'm leaving out of there now. She just came pick me
Oh,
up from the airport.
oh, for sure. Who's his
Yeah, yeah,
OC?
yeah. Yeah, this OC,
OC?
bro.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
had a
yeah.
really good fight, bro. You guys
It
probably had the
was
best fucking fight.
round one. And so listen, I get it. I ain't gonna troll your peoples, man, because these your peoples, man. They feel you won, so I'm gonna let you rock out with that. But let me give you my game plan, right?
Yep.
Because and this is how I feel that I won or the judges went my way because listen, bro, it wasn't a split decision, it was a unanimous decision, so all three judges awarded it to me. But my game plan for you, when you came out, I knew you was going to come out the way you came out, so I said, you know what I'm going to do, because I ain't never knocked nobody out. I'm going to point this dude out. So that's why I kept stabbing. That's why I kept stab jabbing to your body and all that shit like that. I threw up top, but I kept stab jabbing to your body, kept stab jabbing because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them points. I'm gonna get them points. Long as you hit me once and I hit you twice, think about it, bro. I'm up 1 point every time. So every time you hit me, I try to make sure I hit you 2 times or 3 times so I can stay up points on you.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
that was my
Well,
game plan for you, bro.
I would agree to that if that actually happened.
It
You know what
happened,
I'm
bro.
saying?
You
Because
gotta go back
what,
and
Hey,
what
you
round
I
gotta
one
go
saw,
back
beat
and
you, bro.
I just went back. When I just went back and watched the fight, and I
I
gotta
Gotta
did
run
be
that
too.
shit
honest.
back.
I gotta
I
be
did
honest. I
too.
gotta be honest.
I
I gotta
did
be honest.
too.
Y'all
If
gotta
I
run it
didn't,
back.
if I didn't win both rounds, you gotta give me one, and I'll give you one of
Bro,
those
I
rounds.
won, bro,
I
I won
I
all
don't think you
three. But
won
listen,
round
but
one,
listen, but listen.
two, and three.
I say this. I say this. I say probably the first round was tight, but I definitely took the second and third round, bro. I
Oh hell
definitely
no,
took this. Man, listen.
hell
Hey, listen.
no.
Hey, check this out though. Since we don't agree on it, you know what we gonna do?
Nope.
You know,
Hold
Agree to
it.
disagree.
No, 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 no,
you
no,
know,
no, no, no.
no,
Rematch.
hold on,
Everybody
hold on,
stay
Rematch.
hold
intact.
on,
No, no,
hold
no,
on,
no, guys.
hold on, hold
I'm
on, hold
going.
on, hold
I'm
on.
no, 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 no.
Round one,
Don't say another
round one,
word.
round
Please,
one. You
please.
know what we
Please.
gonna
I
do?
got something for you. I got
You know
something
what we
for you.
gonna do? You know what we gonna
What?
do? We
What?
gonna run it back. We gonna run it back. Border Wars 18. We gonna run it back.
Border Wars
We
18.
we
We
gonna run
gonna
it
run
back.
it
We
back,
gonna run
huh?
it back. We gonna run it back. So because your people feel you won. People say I won. You know what I mean? Let's run
Okay.
it back, bro. Let's run it
Okay.
back. Let's
So
run
run
it
it
back.
back.
Run
And then
it back.
we can settle it
Why
just
don't we
like that.
watch the fight?
Huh? Yeah.
Yo, hey,
Why
I
don't we
think that
watch the fight?
referee he gave you two bogus
Hold on.
knockdowns
No,
though,
no,
Hold on.
man.
no,
That shit was
no, no. Hey,
bogus.
listen. Y'all thinking the referee gave
That knockdown won the
round one all
fight.
these
Marco
counts.
is
The
0 and
referee kept
3.
talking to
Marco
me.
is 0 and 3.
Listen,
Shit.
you don't have to say
Hey,
another
yo,
word.
he got Hamza's
Okay?
record.
You
He
don't
got
gotta
the
say another
Ham.
word because what we gonna do
He
here,
Hey,
Some men
right
know how
here.
to use
hey,
baking soda the
What?
right way. That's why
oh,
women
What?
what's
prefer
going
them.
on here?
The hose doesn't
Hold on.
work.
This is just an ad
Round one,
commercial.
Oh,
hit
if
skip.
round one is in round, if Marco is in round one's corner, here, can someone
Oh,
set
play the
fire
fight.
to the
Okay.
alarm?
That's
Play
it.
the
Let's
fight.
No,
watch
no,
it.
no. If Marco
Hey,
is
it's
in
Let's
going
do
round
it.
down,
Let's
one
man.
do it.
corner,
It is going
here,
down right
I
now.
guess he
Round
meant
one.
can someone
OC the
set
boss.
fire alarm off to save Edwin, which is round one. Y'all gotta do better because y'all making me look bad with your horrible fucking super chats.
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
All right.
Let's see this, man.
You guys can watch it from there. Watch. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Marco got to do something with round one. We don't know. Did the chin strap malfunction? The anticipation is at another level right
Look at
now.
OC. Look at OC acting like he about to run out there and do something, knowing he a counterpuncher.
Yeah, conserve your energy, OC.
Uh-oh, OC got JT in the corner.
You know it.
All right, man. Let's see what the chat talking about on their dog ass.
Bob
man.
Saget, $2, big ass.
All right, round one coming out with aura. Round one came out with aura.
Oh,
round
good
one,
jab.
jab.
Oh, I
Oh,
told
shit.
you round one
That's
snappy.
already 2 jobs.
OC, round
Uh-oh.
one. Round one.
Hey, yo, they slept on.
Oh,
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 shit.
And
shit.
that's a 1-2,
Oh,
bro.
they
Another right over
slept
the
on
top.
round
Round
one.
one
He hasn't hit
throw
me
the
You
once
knee.
yet.
slept on him.
Yeah.
You
Again.
slept on round
Again.
one.
Round one throw
Round
the,
one
oh,
already let
shit.
it.
He got called a power
Jab.
jab,
He
man.
stiff jab.
Oh, shit.
Over the
Round
top. He
one,
got
we
me
called
one.
an
He's
overhand.
strong.
I hit him two.
We got
Another
called
right.
an
You
I hit him.
slept.
overhand.
Y'all slept on fucking round one.
Oh,
Boom,
shit.
boom. I hit
Y'all
him
slept
again.
on him.
He's still in.
That
Round
was the
one
right,
coming
Oh,
yeah.
down.
shit.
I,
Round
He's
one,
I
changing
parried
OC.
here.
that. I
OC
parried
has
that.
weathered the
Stop it.
storm.
Look,
Stop it.
look,
Nah,
look.
OC
round
He's
has
one
weathered
weathered
changing.
the storm. Round
Look,
Oh,
one
shit.
weathered the
boom,
storm.
look.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh,
Round one.
is he getting
He's
tired?
getting tired. I told you, after 8 punches. After 8 punches, Chad, did we count the punches? Oh, good counter by OC. OC's
That's three.
count. Oh,
Look, boom. I
shit.
got him right there. Look.
It's a
Oh,
good
shit. That's
squabble.
a good
Man,
squabble right
but
now.
I just
There,
stab
Round one,
jabbed
jab.
him.
round
I
one
just
gonna let
stab
that
Watch the
jab
jabbed him.
fight.
fly.
Watch
Round,
the fight.
oh, good jab by
Over the
OC.
Yeah,
top. I hit him
that right
again.
landed, though.
Look,
Oh,
Jab,
I
shit.
just
jab.
hit
Good
you
jab
too.
by
I just hit you
OC.
Extended
too.
connector.
What
Oh,
is you
shit.
saying,
OC
round
has
one?
settled
Look, boom,
down.
boom. Look, look, look.
Oh,
Look,
shit.
look, boom, boom. Look,
OC
look.
has settled down. OC has settled down.
Yeah,
round
he
one.
slept on round one. Round one punching.
Good feint. Oh, they feinting now. Okay, let's see here. Round one throwing punches. Well, round one. Oh shit.
And then my ring
Oh
comes out.
shit. Oh shit.
And he hit
got
me
was
caught
that,
in
a
the
ring?
ankle.
That
With
punch
his
don't
ankle.
count. They
Did
grabbed
somebody's
my
Man,
ring.
wedding ring?
that shit,
Okay.
hey, that shit count. That
Let
shit
me
protect
explain
yourself
Did
at all
somebody's
times.
wedding ring
Let
fall
me
into
Protect
explain
the
yourself at all times.
He
Protect
kept
yourself
on
at
his
all
neck,
times.
it
Round one,
looked
that
like.
that
You
shit
brought a
count.
wedding ring into
That
the
shit
fight?
Protect
count.
yourself at
Bob
all
Saget,
times,
Big
bro.
AZ, stock
that a wedding
blooper
ring?
gloves.
Protect yourself.
Yeah,
at
that
all
was a wedding
times.
ring.
Somebody's wedding ring fell down during the fight.
They saying round one gonna win off activity.
I won
Somebody's
that first
brother,
round, OC.
Lord child, who just got divorced in the middle of a fight?
Tone stupid,
Yeah, you
man.
saw
Lord
it.
child.
What happened?
They said
was,
round
gentlemen,
one.
If anybody else understanding, when I was getting ready and I was wrapping my hand, I had my wedding band on my finger. I had took it off, and Marcos wasn't in my corner. I didn't know what to do with it. I tied it on my shoelace of my shoe, my sneaker. And when we was fighting, the shoelace came undone, and the ring fell out from my shoe. That's what happened. And then they said I had a necklace on. I was like, "OC, did you ever see a necklace on my neck?" No.
I ain't seen no necklace, bro. That's why I
Right.
was tripping. Like, that's why I was
Right. Like,
tripping.
where do
Like,
we gotta? So I'm just letting you know where it
why
came
would
from.
he have a necklace on while we fighting? That's
Right.
crazy.
Then no, all I did was put the ring in between the two and made a knot, and it came undone.
Because I was thinking, I know this dude ain't had a fucking ring on his finger. Because I'm like, how did
How
that
did
fall
get
out
out
his
the
glove?
glove?
Yeah,
How did
how would
come
it fall
through
out
the
the glove?
glove? Right.
Exactly.
People
Exactly.
crazy. Like anyway, let's
Always
watch the
throwing
fight.
1-2.
Damn. This shit getting crazy. Where the fuck did that wedding ring come from?
I
Hey,
think he had it
Tom,
on a
stupid.
chain on his neck.
Yeah.
How you got a chain on in the fight?
No, it's over now. That shit popped. He got hit with that 1-2. He didn't think old man had no power.
Where's the motherfucking chain at?
Round one, he breathing all right? What you think in that corner?
He's taking some breaths, man. I don't know. This is crazy. Chat got round one winning that round.
Even the
All right, you
chat.
got to go to round two, man. Round two.
But according to OC the boss, he won them all. Look,
Oh, shit.
Oh, that
Man,
right
that's what the
hand.
judges say.
They go that
That's what the
round one
judges
right
say.
hand.
tagging me this round like here.
That's what the judges say.
Oh, left
Keep
hook.
that. He got to keep that right hand up.
Oh.
Hasn't hit yet. None of us
Yo,
even got
salute
none
round
yet.
one for being 51 years old, being in the ring. Salute.
Absolutely. Both of them, man.
Yeah.
48-year-old OC out here looking like $1 million.
Salute these unks, man.
That was blocked. Okay, one to the body. I think I missed that one. Boom, boom. Nope. Nothing.
All right.
What the fuck was this?
Yeah. What was this,
The
yo?
referee
What
has
was
called
this?
time neutral corner.
What happened?
Is there
He's
nothing?
saving
What-
OC the
I don't
boss.
know
He
what-
needs help.
Nah, they mad at Marco.
No, nobody in the corner.
Marco
They let
is
him sit
getting
on the
punked
stool.
in the corner.
They just let a little
He's
kid
under a
sit
lot
on
of
the
pressure
stool.
because he's under the Hamza curse.
Uh,
This USA boxing guy.
So they
has
ain't,
no
so they ain't
home.
had nothing to do with us,
The
round
end
one.
Somebody's
like
getting
to me
violated in the
is a
corner.
guy was saving you.
Yeah, he had a kid on the stool. That
I don't know.
OC
Okay,
don't
so
play.
the action continues.
That OIC don't play at all. No games.
He don't play no games
I
at all.
remember you caught me.
He canceled 2 fights.
Remember
Yeah,
that.
man.
You caught me.
Oh,
good.
shit.
Just
I
missed
caught
that
you
counter
there.
right. Damn it,
Oh,
man.
I
just
can't
hit you
yeah,
with
that
two
definitely
jabs.
landed though.
He hurt
I
Yeah.
just hit you with two
OC
jabs.
got
I
hurt.
just hit you
You
with
ain't
two
here,
jabs.
everybody?
Round one settled down. Round one has settled down right now.
Yeah.
Round one is settled
Round
down.
one got to pick a different punch, though. He only doing overhand right. Maybe an uppercut or something.
Oh,
Body
shit.
shot,
man.
something.
Straight left by OC.
Oh, boom. Ooh, ooh. So 2 piece. He said
Come
I
on,
hit you on
man.
top of the head.
Oh, shit.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
that was
You
he gave me
act
one.
like-
I gave you 2.
Yeah, that
act
was
like I'm
3
not
actually.
OC the
Hey,
boss
Marco.
back into the jabbing
Come on,
ground.
man.
Yo,
Y'all
Tell him
gotta
don't
stop.
uppercuts.
I mean, you're
Y'all gotta
watching
stop.
it.
He's back
Y'all
into
gotta
the
stop,
jabbing
bro.
ground.
Tell
Y'all
him.
gotta stop.
Yo.
Y'all gotta
You
stop.
got this a
And then-
horrible
Y'all
cut.
gotta
He
stop,
ain't doing
bro.
shit. He watching the
Bro,
fight.
Yo,
one
that
more
hook
jab.
landed too.
What's that? Boom,
Oh,
boom. What's
shit. They
that?
both
Yeah,
exchanging
you're
punches
not
right
backing
now.
up for no
Round one
reason.
going for a knockout.
They both exchanging punches.
Round one.
I don't know how you
Round
won
one.
round 2
Damn.
too.
Uppercut.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Last
I don't
round,
see yo
man.
OC.
Last
He won
round,
that
see it
fight
either.
because of
Huh?
those
Last
2
round.
knockdowns.
Damn it, man.
I hear
Round
you,
one
gonna
man.
definitely
bump you
got
up.
Hey,
caught. Round
Okay,
one about to
let's
throw
talk
up in the
about this.
corner.
Wait,
Hey,
wait,
look, they
wait,
saying
wait.
the 1-2
Let me wait, wait, look, you
spamming.
saw what just
That's all
happened
he
to me?
doing. He got to
Guys,
change
I want
up
you guys to know this.
the punches.
Marco,
Hey,
You
look,
see what
look,
happened to me?
look. At the end of the day, I get it, man. You feel like you won. The judges didn't see it your way. I won. So that's why
Right.
I'm on your show now, telling you now, we
Right.
scrapping. Fuck CYP. We ain't
Right.
doing nothing with CYP, bro. We running it back.
Nah.
Cause
Nah,
listen,
see what
your
I do
people,
on Twitter.
listen,
Twitter,
bro,
we
listen,
don't
bro,
get the Twitters.
listen, bro. Your people
Look,
think you won. My people think I won. What better way
no,
to do
two
is to run
people
it
think
back?
you won. Everybody else thinks I won.
Come
Two
on, man.
people in the
Stop it.
world. Your
Stop.
wife
Stop.
and your mom. That's it. All right? There were only two people in the world that say that you won that fight, OC. Because you didn't win the fight. Okay. Well, anyway, look, OC. Let me
All
explain
right.
something. This
So
is when you
listen.
push.
Listen. Listen. Let my little two people then. Let me take my people that think I won, and everybody else
Yeah,
think you won. I say so. We squash this bullshit. We running it
yeah.
back. We run it back,
Okay,
brother. We
and I
run it back,
respect that.
right?
And I respect that. Now let me show the people where you took
Yeah.
me to a dark place. And
Okay.
this is what competition's all about here, you guys, right?
Yeah.
Just before you see me on the ropes here, watch this. I'm gonna back
Yeah.
it up. Look at this right here. And I wanna share this with you guys. I go back to my corner and I go to sit down.
Last
Michael
round,
goes to
man.
put water in
Last
my mouth
round, man.
and he almost drowns
Last
me.
round.
I fucking
Damn it,
exit
man.
out
Round
right
one
there.
definitely
Look,
got caught. Round
I
one about
got
to throw
caught
up
in
in the
my
corner.
throat
Look,
with
look, they
water.
saying the
I
1-2
stood up.
spamming.
I turned
That's all
it
he
down,
doing. He got to change up
and
the
the room was
punches.
spinning.
Marco has dialed it in.
At that
Marco has
moment,
dialed it in.
my body was telling me I did enough. I went too far, right? And everything. So at this right here, look, when I put my head
Marco
on the
is
fucking
I hope
ready.
he telling him to
buckle,
throw the
and I put my
uppercut.
head down,
Marco
I
ready
want
for
you
the
to know
after
that
party,
the room
man.
went black. Right there. The room
They
went
got it
black
1-1
right
in
there
the
on me.
chat. How you got it?
I
And
got it.
I was
May the
in
best man
trouble.
win.
I took a deep breath. I remember my coach
May the
telling me to
best
catch
man
my
win.
breath,
Respectfully.
and I just said to myself, I got two decisions:
But
either quit or
OC, they
keep
didn't
fighting.
count. OC landed
And
on
Marcus
round
was
one.
saying something to
Round
me,
one
but I couldn't
started
hear
out
him.
both rounds fire.
He was talking to me, but I
Toledo
couldn't hear
Trice
him.
is in the building. We come with the people.
And
We
then
come with the
I
people.
decided to catch my
Toledo
breath.
Trice
I
in the
remember
building,
this
chat.
moment.
Where he at?
You
I
right
said,
over
I'm
there
going
with
to
the
use
people.
my legs.
Oh,
We
yeah.
come with the people.
I'm going to
We
use
come with
my
the people.
legs to circle
All
around
right,
them.
man.
That's what I was thinking,
Last
Where the
round.
uppercut?
right? So this is what happened, right?
Will
Boom, see?
OC.
Now I
Round
start
one on the
using my
back foot.
legs.
Round one on
I
the back
start
foot, circling, throwing feints.
circling.
Tom and Haney.
And
Tom and
then all of a
Haney.
sudden,
Tom and
the
Haney.
payment to the
He
referee
trying to
was
catch him with the
cleared.
feint.
And they called that bullshit.
Dropped.
The manila
Man, they
envelope,
calling
look
that
at
a
that.
drop.
Went in his back
No, he
pocket
got
right there.
dropped. OC the boss drops
On the
round
side of their head, but I
one.
knocked you down.
Drops.
Rather your feet with
Tom and Haney.
Look at
Tom
this.
and Haney.
Watch, you don't even
Tom
land
and
the punch,
Haney.
brother.
Look.
It's a ghost
I do
punch.
land
Yeah,
the punch, bro. Bro, I do
watch.
land the
He
punch.
trying to catch
Watch.
Look.
him with the
Oh,
feint.
shit.
Oh!
Boom. I
Your
hit you.
punch
I hit
missed.
you on the side of the head. No, bro, I hit you on the
No.
side of the head. How did I miss?
All right, okay, here we go. Here we is. Watch.
Will OC.
You
Round
hit
one
me,
on the
right?
back foot. Round
Then
one on the
I
back
go to
foot,
start.
circling.
My foot
Throwing
twisted in that
feints.
little
It don't
fucking
matter.
awkward
Tom and
pivot.
Haney.
It don't matter
Tom
what
and
happened
Haney.
with your foot, bro. I
Tom
hit you.
and
I
Haney.
Right here,
connected
look,
with you when you
look.
failed.
He trying to catch him with the
Oh,
feint.
shit.
Oh!
And then,
I connected when you failed.
nah.
It don't
Man,
matter.
they
It don't
calling
matter,
that a
bro.
drop.
It don't
Stop
matter.
it.
And then
Oh!
Yo, that punch
watch,
was
watch
so
how you.
weak.
This is why you got the second
Bro,
8
you didn't
count.
have
Watch how you
nothing
bend over.
behind that
Watch.
punch, bro.
That was a
Watch how
slip.
you bend over.
That was
This
a
is why you
slip.
got the second. This is why you get the second 8 count.
That was a
Watch when you
slip.
bend
Yes.
over.
Yes,
Watch when you bend over,
That was
bro.
a
Watch when
slip,
you
bro.
bend
That's
over.
crazy.
Watch when you bend over.
Boom. I punched you on the side of the head.
Oh,
Boom.
shit,
I
you
hit
about to
you
get
again. You
dropped.
went backward. Boom. I
Come
came
on, man.
forward. I hit you
Come
again.
on, man.
Look,
Oh,
boom.
shit.
Boom. I
That
tried to
uppercut
boom,
looked
boom,
crazy.
boom,
Oh, shit.
and then all of a sudden,
Come
out
on,
of
round one.
nowhere, boom. Let's go.
Round
bro.
one standing now. He want that
Go
back.
ahead, boom.
He want it back.
Boom.
He want it back. Let's go.
Bro, you
Let's
was
go.
Action.
Everybody
Look how
seen
you
that was a
bend.
slip.
Explain.
I'm watching
Look
the
how you
replay right
bend
now.
over. Watch how you bend 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 over.
Hold up. But you're not understanding. I didn't do that in action.
It-
Had we been fighting,
It
and
don't
I bent
matter.
over,
It looked like you was about to quit. I thought you was
nah.
about to quit.
Well,
I
then
thought you
let
was about
OC
to
the
quit.
boss. Hey, yo, OC the boss. You know how many times I looked into your eyes and you saw that moment where you thought I was gonna break and you tried
Come
to
on,
attack
man.
me and I finned you
Come
off?
on, man.
We
Come
were in
on,
the
man.
ring together. You
gotta
know you
stop
saw
it.
that look in my eyes and you
gotta
couldn't at me.
You gotta stop,
You
bro.
cannot
You gotta
finish me.
stop. Bro, you
Yo,
gotta stop with the bullshit.
You mean to
Hey.
tell me that the cherry
up?
pick went the distance with you?
Hey, I
The
didn't cherry
cherry
pick
pick went
nothing.
the distance.
I didn't never say you
And
was a cherry pick. I
and
didn't
yeah,
cherry
you
pick. I
did.
didn't say you was a
Yeah,
cherry
you
pick,
did.
bro.
I got
Come
0
on, bro.
first. How am I not a cherry pick off
You
your
you never
lawn?
you never heard me call you a cherry pick. That's what
You
everybody
know.
else be saying. But I never say that to you though. But listen, nevertheless, you know what
Yeah,
time it is. Border Wars 18, OC round 1-2.
I think the fans deserve it.
They
I think
do.
the fans deserve to
They
see
do.
it.
And
I
I need
think
to give it to you. And I need to give it to you so I can beat you convincingly. So you can
convincingly.
just
Yes,
so
yes,
so
yes,
you
yes,
can
yes.
so you can shut that shit up, bro. So you can
Right,
just shut that shit
exactly.
up.
But when you wake up out of that dream, you're gonna realize it's a nightmare because reality is much different than that. With a little
Yeah.
bit more preparation, a little
Yeah.
bit more training, if
And
2
that's
months
yeah,
or
listen,
round one
listen,
did
listen.
that to you, if
That's
2
why
months,
I want to give you.
hey yo,
That's why
as
I
a
want
matter
you
of
to have a
fact,
full camp. That's why I want you to have a full camp,
as
bro.
a
I want you
matter
to
of
have a
fact,
full
as a
camp.
matter of fact, if you go back and watch this last round right here, you're gonna notice, just like everybody just noticed in the chat, that
Okay.
besides the 2 bogus knockdowns, when round 1 got up and started giving you those hands, I actually won this round too.
Okay.
Let's check
Listen.
out the action.
Listen. Play it.
You
Watch
got
how you
beat,
bent
bro.
over.
I'm watching the
Look. You
replay
see how
right
you
now.
bent
Look,
over?
now
14
I
You
just
see how
saw,
you
seconds.
look.
bent
Uh-oh.
over?
Oh,
See how you
shit.
bent over? You did that to
Oh!
yourself,
Two
bro.
drops.
You did that to
Because he bent
yourself.
over.
Two drops.
See, you did that to yourself,
Two
bro.
drops. OC the boss has won. The
I
referee done
got
fucked up the fight.
robbery.
He
Bro,
about to
you did
stop
that
it.
to yourself.
He about to stop it.
Lubin got knocked out.
You did that
That's
to
what I wanted you to
yourself.
do to me. You know what I'm saying? All right,
Oh
look at this.
shit.
Look at round 1. Look at round 1 doing his
Oh shit.
thing. He can't even hit me. Look,
Come on, bro. Stop lying.
OC the
Damn.
boss won
and
that
Stop
look,
fight.
lying.
check this
Round
out,
one.
guys. I
Round one.
want you guys to pay
That's it.
attention
That
to this because
knockdown
we
won
got
the
to
You
fight.
gotta
Fight, yeah.
That
round 1
gotta
knockdown won
stop,
the
OC
bro.
the
fight.
boss
we
has
don't
won
be
the fight.
biased. What we do is we want to
Oh,
see
shit.
facts and we
See
only
the
speak what
boss
was going
drops
on, right?
round
Look
one.
at after the bogus knockdown.
Drops.
Look,
Two
remember,
That
I
was
drops.
a
was
slip.
personally
That was a
he only
slip.
He got
threw
dropped.
the one
Slip.
punch that
He
he
got
That
wanted
was
to
a
dropped.
land and
slip.
the one
He
he
got
missed.
dropped.
So according to this
That was
round,
a
He
he
slip,
has
got
bro.
only
That's
dropped.
officially landed
crazy.
one punch. Look at this. Boom, boom, 1, 2. Boom,
Oh
boom,
shit, he
1,
about to
2.
get dropped
He got
kicked.
over the top, boom, boom. 3. Hit him again. Look, look. Look, 3,
Oh
3, boom.
shit.
That
Look,
uppercut
3,
looked
3,
crazy.
3. Look,
Oh
3.
shit.
You backed up. Look. 3, 3. Look at that one.
Round 1 standing now. He want that back. He want it back.
3. Uppercut.
He
3.
want it back.
Bro,
Let's
you
go.
was holding
Look,
me.
look,
Let's
look at
You
go.
the leg.
uppercutting me,
Look
but
at
you
you
Everybody saying
holding
that
me.
was
wobbling
a
back and
slip.
You
forth.
holding me.
In order
I'm watching the
to
replay
10
right
minutes to
now.
save you while you were wobbling in the corner in the background.
I'm watching the replay right now.
14
You
seconds.
see Obi the
Uh-oh.
boss
Oh,
wobbling?
shit.
And then he gives me another
Oh!
bogus
Two
8 count to
drops.
help
Because he
him.
bent over.
Two drops.
Oh
You heard
my
what Ness
God.
said.
Two
You bent
drops.
over,
OC the
bro.
boss has
I
won.
have seen enough. The world has seen it. You can't hide this no
done
more.
fucked up the fight.
Yes, I was robbed.
He about to stop it.
But OC
Okay.
the
He about
boss
to stop
claims he's gonna meet me in Border Wars 18. Let's see. Look at this. Look at this. I was putting the beat
Oh,
by
shit.
day on this man. Look at me.
Oh,
Look at
shit.
this
Oh,
work,
shit.
man.
Hey, listen, bro. Like I told you, bro. Soon as
OC the
Damn.
boss won that fight.
18, bro. Soon as
That's
he
it.
announced
That
18,
knockdown won the
bro,
fight.
Yeah.
start your
That
campaign
knockdown
to
won the
make sure you
fight.
get your shit
Won the
locked in.
fight.
Your hotel room,
Marco
knockdown
your
won the
car,
fight.
all that shit,
Marco
bro.
is 0-3.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that I wouldn't mind going out and having some more fun.
Let's do it. That's why I
Right?
said. That's why I told you, bro. Listen, win, lose, or draw. Don't let that be your that when you was like, I'm gonna do a one and done shit. I knew it right there. Like, watch when you get in there and fight, you get that bug. It ain't gonna be no one and done shit.
Mhm.
You gonna want to do. You gonna want to do it again, bro. Cause I know how that feeling, bro. I
Yeah.
know that feeling. Listen. That fight with Forbes, I was way out of shape. This fight for you, bro, I came so much in shape. Hell yeah, I want to do it again. So imagine, listen.
Who
You have a
motivated you to do that?
not you, not you,
Round
not you, not you,
one.
not
The,
you.
the fact that you would lose to me, you didn't want to let that happen, so you had to get in the best shape.
I did.
That's right. I did that. I brought the best
Listen.
out of OC the boss.
Okay,
Yeah.
I give it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you have
Yeah,
that. I'll
Apollo.
let you have
I'm
that.
rocking to your Apollo.
I'm
Come on,
gonna
let's
let you
go.
have that. I'm gonna let
Let's
you
go.
have that. So
And Rocky
listen,
lost the first fight
hey,
too to
it's all
Apollo.
good. And
Rocky
you're gonna
lost
lose the
the first
second fight, but you're
Nope.
gonna lose the second
Nope.
fight.
I'm coming for that belt. Yo, listen. Matter of fact, why don't we make things right? The next Border Wars, why don't you bring that other belt with you and put it on the line? You know what I'm
You want me
saying?
to?
Yeah,
You want me
put
to?
it
I
on.
will.
Yeah,
I
because
will.
then I'll rewrite the wrong, and
I
I'll take
will.
my belt back that I should have had.
Hey, so listen, I will. So check this out. So next time we talk to Ness, next time we get to talk to Ness and we get on the show and you get on the panel, bring that idea up. And I'm gonna say it to Ness too. You know, even though it's gonna be a winner's belt already for the Border Wars, I'm gonna let him know that I'm gonna bring the belt that I won from the last Border Wars to this show, and we're gonna put that on the line too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right?
That'll be
We're
awesome.
gonna put that on
Yeah.
we're gonna put that on the line
Listen,
too.
I
So
mean,
this something personal between me and you.
oh, it is. It is. Yeah. It's not
No,
that it's
listen. No. Round one, you
no.
gotta listen to what I'm saying. Round one, you gotta listen to
Okay.
what I'm saying. All because we're not fighting for a divisional belt.
Right.
We just fighting for winner's belt. So you felt that you
Mm-hmm.
should have won this last fight. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
bring the belt that I won from the last fight, and I'm gonna put it on the line with the new belt for the winner's belt.
Mm.
So you see what I'm saying? So that's only gonna happen between me and you. The rest of the fighters, whoever win, they only gonna get one belt. Me and you gonna be fighting for two belts because
I
I'm
know,
putting
right?
up that belt. Yeah. So it's not a divisional belt. It's just some shit between me and you.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen,
So yeah,
I think it'll be a great thing for the moment. It'll bring more anticipation
yeah,
and more out of us for the fight. You know, and it'll also right the wrong, and it'll put the nail in the coffin. If you could come
yeah.
out there, charge me or beat me again, then I happily, okay. And let me tell you something right now.
What's up? What's up?
I hope you saw what I did. You know what I'm
I
saying? What I
seen
did, because I'm not a sucker, right?
you
After I
not.
lost, I took that belt out of that lady's hand, which they put
You
it on the
did.
floor,
You did. Hey,
okay?
let me
And
tell
they
you
just
something.
hand it to you, you
Hey,
know?
let me tell you something. That night when we was at the little bar last night, people was coming up to me saying that shit, saying your sportsmanship that you strapped, and you can hear him say it on the show that man, this dude in his sportsmanship, you strapped me up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we
All
ain't
right, now
tripping
listen,
off that,
like
bro. Listen,
I'm not gonna be the TO of this and shit like that, and
no,
start,
no, no.
like
Listen,
denying, being in denial. I'm like,
listen, man.
okay, cool,
Listen.
what is
You
going
you gonna
on?
have enough time. You gonna have enough time to get your shit together and do what you need to do, bro. I need that round one, but better,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. All right,
Right? Because listen,
and I
you
need that
listen,
ultimate
listen,
raw, but better.
listen. You got me. You got the better version of me that I just got in shape version. So imagine now when we run it back. You know what I mean? I'm really gonna be in shape.
No, I'm
You know
trying to tell them that, OCs, talk about it, right? I'm trying to tell them,
Yeah,
I said, I got in shape. See, I got in shape this much, but if I got 2 months, and actually all I really had to get in shape was 3 weeks, because
yeah,
at the first month, I'm fucking tearing everything up.
yeah.
And
You
then I'm
did, yeah,
healing.
yeah.
And when it's starting to get good, that you're starting to, it was only 3 weeks or something.
That was it.
So
That was
imagine
it.
what you put together with
I get it.
this right here, that you're gonna even be that much sharper, that
Bro,
much
listen, I
better.
listen, I know the feeling, bro. I came down from between 210 and 205.
Right, right.
So I started camp in the 200s.
I started camping
So
in the 200s. I was 204.
see what I'm saying? So
I was
I
204.
I, I get it, bro. I get it.
You
I
see
get
how
it.
big I was next to you right now, too. And I was only a couple pounds heavier than you. And
Right, you
imagine
were.
me with 20 more pounds, bro. I was a lot of
Right, right,
muscle.
right, 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 right.
A lot
So
of muscle.
uh
When Marco saw me in New York,
yeah.
Hank Davis and the Jake Paul, when I
Oh
was
yeah.
interviewing him, that's when Marco saw
Yeah.
me, I was big. Like when
Right.
Marco saw me, then because I was doing the videos with the workout out in my room, I
Yeah.
was bigger. But and then
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
that bodybuilding doesn't work in boxing. That
It
frame
don't work, bro. It
in
don't.
boxing,
That's why.
no.
Listen. So I
I
wasn't even
slept and
tired in
stand
that.
it
I wasn't
down.
even that tired. I wasn't even tired in that fight, bro. I wasn't tired at
Right,
all.
right.
I had
Oh,
my
I was
stamina
exhausted.
up.
I can't lie.
I had my stamina up. I had the gas tank up, bro. I knew you
Yeah,
was gonna try because I knew you was gonna bring the pressure. I
yeah.
knew you was gonna bring pressure, bro. So I
That's
I
that
told
Latin
myself this
fighter,
whole
man. In
camp.
me, I can't
I
stop it.
I, I told myself this
That
whole
Latin
camp.
fighter want to always come forward
Yeah,
and shit. But
yeah,
look, check this out, right? If you guys know me and you guys been watching me, right, you know that when I would put out training footages of myself, I would say I would train until I got exhausted so I can feel that feeling of learning how to deal with and fight in right there. And I
yeah,
kept telling you guys that's where my fight was gonna be. I told you guys that. I said that's where I lived, because I knew I was gonna get to a point where I wanted to get there already in training, so that in the fight, if I got there, I wouldn't be experiencing that for the first time. Now it's
So
mind over matter.
so round one. Let me ask you,
Yep.
what you want to keep it at the same way, or what you want to do?
Listen, I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna jeopardize either of our health or anything.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
we're big enough boys that we can make the 185, 180 comfortably and still give a decent fight because that's basically what we weighed in and fought at.
Listen,
Before,
I
when
waited.
it's
I
all said
waited
and
at
done, after
176.
we weighed in,
I
you
felt
didn't
good at
fight at
176.
176.
Yes, I did, bro. Yes, I did. I'm listen. When I get home, I'm gonna take a picture of my and my. You see, I sent the picture of
You
my
had to
book, bro.
eat. You had to have eaten. Yeah, I know. I
Listen,
saw it.
I'm talking about on the way in when we weighed in. I felt
Oh
good at
yeah, 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 yeah,
176. Yeah, I had to go eat. Yeah, I had to go eat.
yeah. But I
So, but
don't.
listen,
That's yep.
but
But
no, you're right. You're right. When I went and ate and shit like that, I weighed myself after that. So I probably went back up to like 180, 181.
right.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
weighed
yeah,
in
yeah.
at 181.
Right,
You know what
right,
I mean?
right, right,
And I must
right.
have went up
So
to like 184, 183, some shit
something
like
like
that.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's cool. That's cool.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
know
that's
we
cool,
can
bro.
fight there. I know we can do well there and perform. We
Yeah,
both felt
yeah,
strong and a little fast. You know,
yeah,
that 175, I didn't want you to hurt yourself to pull that. I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that was a number that I might not be able to hit. You know, I'm just a
yeah,
little bit taller. So
yeah.
I'm just like, and I'm a baller. So, you know what I'm saying? I wish I would have had a girl I was taller. But anyway, listen, uh, uh, I think that without hurting ourselves, truly, the 180,
Yeah.
185 is our division,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
would
yeah.
be
So,
comfortable fighting with
but
you. I wouldn't
but
mind.
what I'm saying though, what do you want to contract the weight at? Because we contracted it at 175,
Right.
still able to come in at the 181 mark, and I was
Mhm.
still able to. So you want to run it back that way, and then just once we eat and hydrate back up, you can come in at whatever weight you're gonna come in. Because like I said, bro, I'm comfortable at this weight. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
let's get away from a number that shouldn't have been on the board in the first place. That
Bro,
162.
that's the lowest though, bro.
Right.
Nobody
Why?
was gonna make that.
Okay,
Nobody was
so
gonna
why is
make
it
that
on the
shit.
board? Why is
It's
it
not
on the board?
162. It's not 162. That's the lowest you can come in is 167.
Right.
So
So let's
the
just push
lowest
up.
yeah, that's just how it go. The lowest you can come in is 167, but the agreed weight was 175, and the highest weight you can come in was 182. And you did what
Okay.
you did. You did at 181, and that was cool. That was
Right.
cool. There's nothing wrong
Right.
with that.
Now check this out. Check this out. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's say you move the weight to 180 instead of 175, then that brings it not from 162, it goes up.
yeah. Okay,
You
let's do
understand?
that then. Let's do that then.
Yeah. Hey,
Let's
let's
do
get
that
rid
then.
of a number we
And,
were never gonna make.
okay.
162 is a number none of us
No,
was,
no, 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 no.
so
I ain't messing with that.
so and then we could do it like that. And I don't know. I think what Ness is gonna do with Border Wars 18 or how long is gonna transpire from that or whatever, but we'll just kick
I
it
think
by
he tr-
ear.
I think he trying to do it in February or March, bro.
February,
He was
March.
saying that earlier today in the little this little text group that we got. He was saying in the group, he was saying possibly February, March.
Now I don't want you
So
to fall on hard times and have to pawn the belt.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
You
bro.
know what I
Hell
mean?
no.
All of a
Never,
sudden he got the
never,
TVV
never,
debate pawn in a pawn shop, and I gotta go.
never, never.
I'm fucking with you. I'm
oh,
fucking with you.
oh, man. No,
Listen,
no,
damn
no.
that fucking belt. I wanted that belt, man. But
Hey,
hey,
don't worry
man,
about it, bro.
congratulations,
Listen.
brother.
You got it.
Congratulations, man.
Hey, I'm
You
gonna
know,
bring it. I'm gonna bring it.
yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
bring
keep
it,
it nice
man.
and warm for me, nice and shiny.
And we're gonna run
I
it
mean,
back. We're gonna run it back. Listen, man, I'm gonna let
yeah.
you go and do your thing
All
because
right,
my
brother.
phone on like
Hey,
4%, man. I'm gonna tap in
yep.
and finish watching the show, bro.
All right, brother. Have a
Okay,
good day.
bro.
Thank you for
You
stopping
too.
by. Respect.
Yep.
Congratulations, champ.
Yep.
You deserve it. One. All right. Well, obviously he never deserved it, right? I'm just being courteous here because he's a sucker, right? I know he's gonna hang up. He's gonna see that. Yo, I gotta get my shots where I gotta get in. It's my show. You know what I'm saying? He had his moment already. You know, what I mean, he won. I'm gonna have mine. You know what I mean? No, but straight up, I'm a competitor, but I know how to lose and win. And when it came to losing and winning, I was mad, but I'm going to show my opponent respect. I felt like if you beat me, I'll put that belt around your waist. That's it. That's how it goes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I felt. That was just a respect thing for me. I was honored that he showed up. I was honored that he became my opponent. I was honored that He pushed me to the limit. I was honored that I didn't get a cherry pick. You know what I'm saying? In my first fights, I loved all that. I know I fought the best version of OC the Boss, hands down. I've seen his other fights, bro. I know that I fought the best version of him. He didn't move like that against fucking Ford. You know what I'm saying? Forbes. He didn't move like that against him. Hell no. He looked sloppy as fuck. He was heavy, everything. You could see the meat coming out of his pores. He was fat as hell. You know what I mean? But who brought the best out of him? Me. This guy right here. The threat or the thought of losing to me, brother, we said too much. There's crow I need to be eating too, but at the same time, respectfully, I don't think I should be, because I made a great account of myself. And I really think I won that fight, even though he saw it, he was puzzled. When you go back and you watch it, it's not like you remembered, huh? And you'll see, like, for as much as he wants to say, he didn't win that first round. You notice he didn't say shit. Like he was looking at it like the evidence was the evidence. Round two was he had a couple more exchanges. He exchanged some big ones. He got me some big shots, but you got to admit, my activity, he thought his activity was better. I'm telling you, man. And then unanimous decision. I was like, what are these judges on, bro? Bro, I was like, come on, man. But hey, look, all right. All right. I gotta admit, the judges don't like when the other guy is tired. They might have awarded him, I don't know, some kind of aggression or something. I don't know what they were doing or what, but I know that he got awarded 2 knockdowns, and I think that that's what cost me the fight. And I mean, you win some, you lose some. That's all I can say. Dim sum, you know what I'm saying? Um, that's it. But if he stays healthy, I stay healthy. I don't see why not. I actually wanted to fight with the Barbarian. Yo, he's a mad, cool, chill dude. I wouldn't mind going in the ring and exchanging with him. He's a nice sized dude. I wouldn't be afraid of punching him in the face because he looks like he could take a punch. Wow, babe. That's what you're doing? Ah, wow. You girls are crazy. All right. So, like, I would like to share, like, that's a guy I would love to fight with too, because these are the other kind of fighters that I met there and stuff. And that dude, man, he's got a good aura, good energy about him. Yo, he will not show me no mercy in the ring, but right after it, go to dinner with me. Yeah, and be my best friend and shit. He's all about the competition. Yeah. And he's gonna make you work for it. He's never gonna give you he's trying to win. And then that's what I am. He's like the mirror image of how I could see the that kind of warrior spirit in him. He actually he went like this. He basically said, "Yo, can I fight you? Because if you lost to OC and I lost, maybe me and you could fight. Please do me the honor, round 1, and fight me." And I was like, "Yo, I would love to fucking fight you, bro. I really do, because I've been watching you." And I was like, my plan probably would have been to beat OC and fight him or something like that. I would have, it's just the way that I lost to OC. I just can't move on right now. Yeah, because I really like real talk. Okay, you won, OC. But I feel like I won. And there's the consensus out there thinking that I won that fight, man. Had it not been for those knockdown and that little fucking breath thing, man, let OC put me down. If you don't, I didn't ask you to save me. Don't do me any favors. You see, you should have just stepped to the side and let OC do his job. One or two things were gonna happen. Either he was gonna put me down or he wasn't. That's it. You fucking gift wrapped him the win. I don't think he deserved it. I really don't. I don't think he deserved it. But it is what it is. He went out there. He fought his heart out. He hit me with some good big shots. He had his moments. I had my moments. No matter what you think, whether it was 1-1 or 2-2, 2-0 going into that third round, no matter what you think, I think that I was still in the fight until that. So he's honorable enough, gracious enough to give me another opportunity. and another rematch at him. You know what I mean? Uh, and I know things are going to be a lot different if he gives me a rematch. I think that I'll be able to go into my bag of punches. This one I couldn't go into the bag. No, I could not. I can only throw the 1-2. That's all I can do. That's I knew I felt it. I felt it. I was like, bro, you start trying to step over, hit a body, go up top like this. I was gonna faint downstairs and try to go, and I was like, you I couldn't catch my wind. I couldn't catch it. And in the moment, everything was going so fast that you gotta make a decision. You gotta make a decision. And I said, okay, I'll stay with the 1-2, pop, 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 and I'll pace myself. He's gonna have to come to me. And every time he came in, bang, 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 bang. And that was it. And I was resorted to that. Then Ness started saying, uppercut, uppercut. I'm like, I see the uppercut, Ness. Just shut up. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking he hears uppercut. We talked about it. Ness is yelling the uppercut. That's like you're in a street fight or in a school fight, and your girl's like, yo, throw the overhand right. And you're like, fuck, you're not going to throw the overhand because she's hearing her tell you. And if she's dumb enough to allow that, so I thought that OC is smarter fighter than that. I tell you what, he's tough. He's fucking tough. I hit him with some pretty decent shots. OC, I hit him with some decent shots. I didn't hit him with my power shots. No, I couldn't do that, right? Because all I could do was a little speed and a little snap. That's it. I couldn't afford a big punch. It would have drained me. Yeah, I would have threw two big like bomb punches like that. I would have been a little hurt. What you saw there was, maybe 70%, somewhere around there, like that. I wasn't trying to push my punches as so much as just get them out to him. You know what I mean? Not try to second guess too much, but not do too much in my situation. I accepted what I had to work with. I accepted my situation and I worked with what I had. And I didn't quit. I didn't quit, man. And like a lot of people, when I lost, I was really bummed out, right? And the first embute, the second person that came up to me was that the white referee with the white hair. I don't know his name, but he wasn't my referee, but he refereed a lot of the matches in the night. So you go back and you watch the video, you'll know what referee I'm talking about. The old white dude, he's like 70 years old, and his entire head is white. He walks up to me, he extends his hand, he shakes my hand, and he says, I've been doing this a very long time. He said, and for the 40-year-old Masters, he said, that has to be the best Masters fight I've ever seen in my life. He said, I never seen any guys in the Masters in our level, fight that good. It's usually sloppy. They got to hold the action, make an excuse, call a kid off of a stool to buy both fighters a little bit of oxygen time because the ref is noticing they're a little drained. So the ref is, yo, hey, let me see your helmet. Oh, you got to tighten the chin strap, and the ref does that to keep the action going. It's more beneficial to keep the fight going than to having one of the guys or both of them quit or to look sloppy. So refs train, they're actually helping both of you. Sometimes it can favor one guy more than the other, though. Yes, it can, but it's because the ref sees that in you. Actually, the black dude that was in the ring was sharp as a ref, but I felt he did too much. He really did. He did just a little too much, and I think he was a little high strung out because just before he got in the ring with my fight, let's just remember we were all there. He was in the back yelling at that other dude about how he's not going to fucking fight and that he should have his priorities straight and that he's sick and tired of these guys thinking they're going to come in here late and get on the card. Just before that happened, he walked in the ring for my fight. We all heard it. We all heard, everybody that was in the event knows that exactly took place. So, you know, as a matter of fact, I got it on my video, on my live stream. Go look just before I get in the ring of my live stream and hear the voices are talking, and you tell me. You know, and then there's the people were talking about what the referee was doing. So like he's good. He's good because I saw what he was doing. I saw what and he did it for a lot of fighters too. He knows how to like keep the pace going for the fighters. And you got to do that sometimes, but that's a slippery slope. Very slippery slope. Yes, it is. Yeah. Ref's fishy. You know what I mean? What happened to the guy who what? What happened to the guy who got not? That's about hope he went to the hospital. I would hope he would go to the hospital. That was scary, bro. The last knockout, to see it there live and to watch how hurt he was, bro. You ever hear those stories? You get knocked out and fucking violated in prison by getting knocked out or something, and you think to yourself, how could somebody ever, get knocked out like that? Why? Somebody violates you, ain't you gonna like wake up during the time or something or fight back after that or something? You don't get knocked out that. No, that was 25 minutes. He was paralyzed, basically, that dude. You could have did whatever you want, right? Graffiti on his forehead, shave his head. You could have dressed him in a dress. You could have did whatever you want. That man was not, it was scary, bro, because when he fell, he really wasn't moving, bro. He looked like his soul left his body. For a second, for a real quick second, I was like, he's dead. I was like, oh shit, he's dead. Yo, the way he was on the ground like this, and he was just his face, and I didn't see his stomach like breathing air, like the back going up, nothing. He was just, and then the ref got it and they saw how bad it was. Then his hand started coming like that, like, like a paralyzed person, and they're like going like this and shit, like that, like trying to reach to get up. He didn't want to accept that he was knocked out. He didn't want to show that he was hurt. And but he couldn't control his body, son, and he got hit big. And I believe that was like in the third round. I watched that dude with the braids hit the bag, hit the mitts outside, warming up all day. He was the last fight. He had to sit there and wait for the whole. He was the last fucking fight. And then he came out there and he starched that dude. Oh, yeah. And the white boy, too. There was 2 knockouts. There was 2. Remember the other one? Yeah. Yeah. Damn, man. My fucking ankle is swelling up by the second, bro. This shit is it looks like a fucking like a tennis ball already. Yeah, that's a nice one. Because these are like, when you like fucking sprain your ankle so many times in your life that all it really takes is a good tweak like that, and your fucking ankle will blow up. Because my ankles is, they've been fucking sprained so many times, either on different sports, that when I experience something like that, it swells fast, bro. Shit like that. Sucks getting old too, you know what I mean? But I think we both did great. I think OC the Boss did great too, bro. I gotta give it to him. OC the Boss was a great competitor. He wasn't there to fucking walk over. He had a little smirk on his face at the beginning. His confidence was there. Everything. He OC the Boss showed up. He did. He showed up. And I was just like, and he's a champion right now because of it, and I gotta give him his flowers, fuck it. All right. I feel like, we know what it was, but okay, you have your moment, because I'm gonna have mine. I'm gonna work on having mine, and that's what I'll do. And if he beats me again, he beats me. Now I'm like, fuck, right? But we'll see, it'd be fucked up if we fight, and guess who the referee is? That guy. That. Huh? Yo. Oh, well, who assigned you to this fight? No. Yo, if we fight again in Salt Lake City, Utah, or some shit like this, and that dude come in the ring, and all of a sudden I look across, I come on, man. I find out he's OC the boss, great uncle. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out something like that. I got set up on a drive-by. The referee was in on it the entire time. That might be OC's dad. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he kind of favored OC, didn't he? He did with the ball. You said right? They kind of favor each other. Hold up! Oh, I've been bamboozled. Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. The accusations are crazy. No, but look, it was a great fight. It was a even better moment. That was my first time experiencing something like that. OC the boss has gone out. Yo, shout out to Tip Bailiff, and his opponent Yancey, man. Wow, shout out to Yancey. All them dudes, man. Vega, Tank, like everybody that fought, man. You know what I mean? Everybody, the Barbarian, everybody like that was there, man. It was just a great experience. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we went out to the bar and everything. But Malcolm, you know, he got the liquor. It really got to him, and he was like, "Yo, I gotta get back to the hotel." So we had to call it a night and everything. And then a good thing for that though, because it was only what he survived 2 rounds with Ortiz. You know what I'm saying, Lubin. So it was gonna be over fast. When I saw that, I was like, I'm glad we just cut out and shit. Um, so yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to maybe doing one more of these things and probably improving on what I already have improved on. Why stop here, right here? I don't want to get hurt or anything and stuff like that. But I keep taking on all these different kind of people. I've already shared the ring with OC the boss. He knows what I bring. I know what he brings basically. He could bring a better version of himself. I'll bring a better version of myself. Who knows? What I'm saying? This time I won't let it get to the scorecards. I'm gonna knock him straight out, and like that dude, like I catch him, and if the fight don't go to the scorecard, then they can't get me. You know what I mean? Him and his uncle, the referee. He might not be in the ring, but all of this time, I look to the side, he's one of the judges. That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit right there. You know what I'm saying? Ah, oh, let me go all the way down. Damn, what's up, guys? All right, let me see here. Even without, okay, let's go about. Damn, you guys is typing away. Let's see, Mark. Okay, you should run in the bag at the same weight class. You should run it back at the same weight class. Yeah, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more to that because like this weight class was from 162, like you heard the interview, like 162 to 182, right? And there's the 15 pounds. None of us was ever gonna make 162, so let's just pick up the weight a little bit, right? Like a couple more pounds, and we'll say we'll go in at 180, right? Or 185, right? Because I think 185, 180 is actually what we fought at tonight. Because I know after he ate, hydrated, whatever, he had to have gained a couple more pounds because I did. You know what I'm saying? I know I did. Marco was water boy. Yeah. Yo, like I was being tortured. You know what I'm saying? In a CIA prison camp, they were waterboarding me. Marcos was, you know what I'm saying? Where's OZ the boss? Tell us his whereabouts. Damn. No wonder I lost. I was being set up. Yeah, Marco sold me out. That's what happened. You know what I mean? they planned that him and OC the boss right now in the back. Marcos lets them hold the belt on Saturdays and Sundays. Today is look, it's Marcos' day to hold the belt. Damn, bro, they set me up. Drive by. You know what I mean? Yo, well, you got to come out to the Border Wars, man. That 1-2 was working for me. It was working. If it's not broken, why fix it? You know what I'm saying? Did you really fight, bro? What, you didn't see my fight? You didn't see the fight? Go watch it. It's on my channel. Yeah, 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 yeah. When you guys go watch there's Ness's version of the fights and that one, right? And that one you can't see my foot. And it looks like he hit me like on the side and I went down like that. But when you watch it in my angle, you'll see where I roll my ankle and shit. And the punch that he threw actually misses me. And the one before that, he had hit me, but he hit me. I kind of like blocked it and he partially got me. But he knew it. That's why he laughed. That punch was so weak. That punch, it was so weak. He knew he couldn't drop me with that shit. And I rolled, twisted my ankle, and went down. And there's another camera angle that shows it. So there in my camera angle, you can hear all the referees and all them. They were all by that booth and all the conversation. I didn't know I picked that all up. Later, my wife told me because she watched my live stream. My wife watched a lot my channel, and she said, "Yo, the referees were saying this, that, this, and I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, yo, they would say. So I'm gonna go back later, and I haven't had time. I also just got into, and I just wanted to get some shit off my mind and shit. It was fresh. We're probably gonna go on TBV and talk about this, and maybe there's gonna be a couple haters. All round one, I told you, yo, stock chasers, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He's you little sucker. Yo, he be acting like he cool with you and shit. Just before the fight, you heard Ness, stock chasers, super chat. I got OC the boss's nuts in my mouth for $10. You know what I'm saying? He let you do that for free. You fucking grab your ping pong, your fucking pom poms, and keep cheering from the sideline. You little sucker and shit. Yo, he jumped se fue para allá, bro. Un Latino, man. Yo, straight sold out, bro. When it came down to the realest, he fucking faked out like Bruce Willis. Listen. Stock chasers. He's a sucker. Yo, he sold us out, bro. Sold us out. Now we know. Now we know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's the ops. He's on the other side, bro. Vete pa allá, bro. That's why you can't be fucking only stock chaser has a Dominican. Every other Dominican is cool, but stock chaser has a Dominican. That motherfucker stab you in the back, bro. Fucking stock chasers, bro. He's a fucking scrub. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Dominicano Chapiao. Every other Dominican is cool on earth. I got no problem with no other one except him. You know what I mean? He fucking picked to the other side, so he has to hear it right now. And then after a little while, we'll be cool again. You know what I mean? But fucking traitor. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, stop crying. Come get this smoke. Who's crying? Get this smoke. Where's the smoke? At the Rivera. Yo, listen to me, man. All right? I'm gonna have to look this guy right here up. Who got slept? I missed it. The last guy, the last two matches actually in Border Wars, there was two knockouts. Yeah, like the last two matches and shit. I can tell that this shit is getting fatter and fatter by the minute because it's itching. My ankle is just itching. I've been itching it. It's fucking like that, man, already. Look at this motherfucker, man. Look. Ah. Look how big it is. All the liquid is right there. See it? See it? So when I tweaked my ankle in a fight, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck it. My ankle got tweaked. I still got to fight here, right? So just another little injury or something happened in the fight during the fight that you just got to deal with. It's nothing new. Another day at the office. It is what it is. You know, if my right arm would have fell off, I would have had to find a way. Right? That's it. That's it. So, they gift wrapped OC the boss this victory. I guess they didn't want to give the guy that was performing well but tired. I guess they awarded the guy that was more fresher the victory in amateurs. You know what I mean? But I learned my lesson to not let a sucker get out in front. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Next time I should have took care of business. I should have stopped OC the boss like I said I was going to, and none of this shit would have happened, but it's give me a little bit more time. Give me a little bit more time, a little bit more preparation. I think I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I'll even be a better version of this version of myself, So uh, I came back and right away I wanted to smoke and I thought I would want to smoke and I actually didn't want to. I took so I didn't want to smoke no cigarette or anything. I smoked a little bit of the weed and stuff, but I actually didn't want to. I didn't want it to stop. So I was just like, I drank right after the fight. I was a little fucking down. I bought a few drinks. I was sipping them, boy. Ooh, I was sipping them. And that's not like me. I'm not a drinker at all. Like I could buy a nip and have a nip in my house for like fucking 3 weeks. It'll take me 3 weeks to fucking drink a nip of 1800 sometimes. And I'd just be sipping it like that, because I don't feel like I need to be like drunk in my house. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going nowhere. You could get a buzz sometimes. It'd be cool. I feel like a nip shot, put it in a glass, put a little something in it, ice, whatever, juice, whatever you're into. Make a little drink and sip on that. I think that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much I'll have that like that. But I was putting them down, bro. I was at that lady stand. Yeah, let me get a Dusty Marco. The drink was called Dusty Marcos. I was like, fucking Marcos ass, But yeah, man, it was a great night, great event. Met a lot of interesting people. I had an awesome time. Thank you to the boxing community. Bunch of nutheads like ourselves got together and congregate at amateur boxing and shit and go out and watch, it gives us things to do, you know. We could be out there doing a lot worser things, but we're over here at these border wars, traveling fighters coming from all walks of life, all different parts of United States, and they're meeting up and they're coming together to hold a good event. I like Tip Bayless's fight. I wish he just would have. I know all the shit talking that he had to endure, and it all came out after he won. I get it. Just show a little respect to your opponent. Because he put in a lot of work to make sure he got to the fight so that you can win. You know what I'm saying, or lose. He has something to do with it because without your opponent, you don't win a belt. The right way anyway. Not like that guy that got announced and got the belt and got out the ring. Who the fuck said that he won that belt? No, they gave him the belt. You didn't fight anybody. That belt don't really mean, right? Okay. So Tip, like uh show my man a little respect, bro. For real, for real. He definitely came to fight. Tip showed a lot of composure in there. Tip showed that there's levels to this. There really is. Tip was patient, measured. He started to slip in the third round a little bit, but he had the fight he already had the fight before homeboy could make the adjustments because he lost the first, but he started making adjustments. And then in the third round, he started coming on a little better, but Tip was holding him back. Like he was fighting him off. Like holding him back, not physically holding him back, but holding him back in regards where he was also throwing punches and he was standing in front of him. And at times, he all he was left with was try to attack Tip Bayless like that. That's it. But he did his thing, man. Yeah, and I helped Tip out too. Just before the fight, I went across the street. I got some baking soda and shit and some water. Y'all saw me, right? And I did the baking soda hack for your legs so that, the acid in your legs and shit. And I did that before my match too, you know? And I gave Tip some and I drank some in the water. I gave somebody the other guy. I offered a lot of fighters and a lot of people didn't seem to know what this was about. And I was like, well, if you don't know what this is about, then all right, cool. But it's a little hack that you know, and like if we were doing PEs or if I was doing something because one guy said, "Damn, round one, we're gonna have to check you, right?" Because he saw I was a little big, and I'm actually skinny as fuck right now. And my wife laughed. My wife was like, "He thinks you were big." She was like, "Bro, you look like you're dying right now, Edwin." Yeah, because my wife knows me. And he was saying that I was big, right? So I was laughing for everybody that thought I was big at fucking Border Wars, because I'm skinny as fuck right there. Okay, so yeah, and what was I saying about that? About the fucking what am I talking about? And it was Border Wars something. I lost my train of thought there. I know that I was talking about something about my weight or some shit. Yeah, um, I lost my train of thought. They said email champ. Play the clip. What clip? What clip? What clip you want me to play? I can't find it. They did cut the fight from the stream. What? Oh, when he got knocked out, they took that part out. Play that clip. I might have it. No, I don't. I already took my phone down. I don't have that shit. No, I don't. I don't have it. So unless Ness has it, Ness is the only one that could have it, and they probably took it down. I guess probably, because the brutality of it, I don't know. Maybe that's what I don't know. But it should be there. I think it'll be there, right? Mm-hmm. That dude got knocked, like, yo, slept. Yo. I was like, damn. Yo, he was in the chair and he was just kept, like, he was out of it. Out, 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 out. If, let's say, for instance, right, there was no referee to roll you over or to slap you in the face. Come on, come on, come on, champ, wake up, right? There was nothing there. If he hit you with that shot in the street, bro, I think he would still be laying there right now. From the time he got shot, he got hit. He probably still right now. We walk by, he's still right there, knocked out. He was out cold. Yeah, that was a crazy knockout. It was pretty good. I didn't think it looked like much, the punch, when I went back and looked at it. It just looked like it was just his momentum, right distance, right timing, right snap on the punch, and your opponent coming in, he turned off his lights. That's all it took. Boom. That's it. Put him out, bro. He put him out. What? Round one. Great bout yesterday. Thank you. What's this? What's this right here? Blaze. I'm 39 and I'm training for my first amateur bout in March. Nice. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, OC caught me on the side of the head on a knockdown, right? Well, it's like a partially blocked, like, right? But OC the boss was just on my channel. And the only two people in that ring that know how hard that punch that OC actually threw is me and him. When I asked him about that shot, because I told him, I was like, bro, you hit me with the shot. I think OC at the time, I was telling him, were you drained or something? Because that shot felt like this. It had no power on it. It had nothing. There was nothing behind that shot that allegedly hit me. But when my foot went in the mat, it's like a divot, I guess. I actually thought I walked over my own leg. Upon watching it, my legs were spreaded, and it was that I twisted it. I thought that I actually went back on my leg. That's how I thought it went in my head. But that's not how it happened. And then the punch that he swung that he was supposed to connect me, he missed. He never got it. So it went, I was going back, he swung, it went pop, boom, his punch, and then I went down like that. Yeah. Because I was already stepping into the divot thing. And then when the people started yelling, that was a slip, boo, go back and watch the fight. They start booing because live you could see my feet and what really happened. And people were like, no, 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 no. He slipped. Legitimately, that's what I did. But if you catch a fighter on the way going down and you hit him, I'm sorry, that's a knockdown. You're gonna be awarded a knockdown. But since in the amateurs, those rules don't apply because apparently that other guy got punched in the face and his glove touched the mat, he was not awarded a knockdown. Amateur rules are different. And the guy that told me that he stopped me to get that air, he told me later that that knockdown doesn't count for OC the boss, that it didn't count for him as a knockdown. In fact, the only knockdown that actually counted for OC the boss is the one that where he hit me, that I rolled my ankle, that I fell back, that one. But the one that I took a deep breath, according to what the referee said after the fight, he said, yeah, but that doesn't affect you. And I say, no, I think that does. Maybe it doesn't affect me, but it sways the judges to see that I was the one that needed help. I was the one that needed a break in the action. You got to frown on that. Maybe they don't but they might award him the round for that. And it can influence the judge to sway his way. No matter what that guy says. No, you're saying round one that I gave him 2 knockdowns. That's not so, because the second one didn't count. And I'm like, so what? The damage was done. In the eyes of the judges, the referee was showing you the love to try to sway the judges to see it the way he's seeing it, I guess. It is what it is. Not enough baking soda and too much Marcos. It was an inside job. Listen, they got me. They got me. Mick. They cut me, Mick. That was a deeper, darker criminal link. Tone had the ref in his pocket. Well, respectfully though, right? When I go back, thank you. When I go back and I watch the fight, right? Respectfully, right? And let me put you guys' chats up so that actually we can just see them. How did I do that last time? I forget sometimes I haven't done it in so long, but we can actually okay, hold on. No, no. No, 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 no. All right. Oh, right here. Bing. Boom. Here we go. So, um, what I'm saying is, all righty. All right, where? What if I want to show that? And I can show, okay, cool, cool, cool. So I could have that up with this and showing my chats. Ha! That would be a good, right? Yeah, he slipped in the fight because there was water, yeah, or sweat. It might have been sweat. One of them, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people can sweat profusely in the ring and you slip on that. You know, and there has been certain matches that fighters were awarded a knockdown or not awarded a knockdown. Like Tank Davis should have got disqualified for what he did, taking a knee, going to his corner, sticking his head out of the ring, and his coach wiping his. You're supposed to. That's for disqualification right there. You can't put your head outside of the ring and have somebody touch you. The only person from a contracted pro fight that can walk up onto the apron of the ring is the ring physician, the doctor. That's it. Not even your chief second can do that. If your chief second walks up to the top and touches you, the ref, to his discretion, he can cancel the whole match right there. That's ground for everything. And Tank did three things wrong. He took the knee, didn't get it. He put his head out of the apron, and Calvin Ford wiped his eye. All three things you. So, but to their discretion, I guess. You know what I mean? Right now, OC the boss is licking the envelope where the money is in for the ref. Care 2, my favorite referee. With love, OC the boss. Sliding in, getting his payment now, right now. You know what I mean? Yo, we got to run this back, bro. We got to run this back. Rematch. We got to run this shit back, bro, because I can't just let it go like this, man. No. Can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. Nah, I gotta run this shit back. Okay, how do I for instance, if I want to move all the way down and put these messages up here, can I do that? How do I move that? I gotta find tone. Listen. like in those prison movies where the punk be holding his pocket while he walks the yard and shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. And if you didn't know what a punk was, it's a nice way of, I guess, in a prison, I guess, it's a nice way of saying a gay man, I guess. Like, right? Well, somebody that takes it in the keister for Easter. That's what a are those are fighting words out where we live. Uh the B word and the P word are two words like that, right? And then in South Florida, it's different. In other states, it's different. Like everybody has their saying and stuff. Like I remember one time I met this guy, right? Uh he's from Texas. He was on a chain gang or some shit from Texas. He had a tattoo of a noose around his neck, right? And it had 13 knots. The 13 knots, it looked like, a tattoo of him, them putting a rope around his neck like that to be hanged. So when I found out the definition of that, he's a lifer. He's a hung man. He's in the land of the walking dead. They gave him like 3 life sentences. He's gonna die in jail. So the tattoo represents he's already dead. He's never gonna eat a steak. He ain't never gonna bang no girl. That's a done deal. The closest you got is a warm butthole. That's it. So, like these tattoos and these things that they put on themselves, you start to learn in different areas mean different shit, right? One time, I met another dude that was laughing at the kid in the other part that was next to him, right? And I looked at him and I was like, "Why are you laughing?" And he was like, "He got 3 teardrops on his face." And I was like, "Yeah, on the East Coast, I guess that symbolized you killed someone and you shed a tear for every time you had to do it." And this kid had like 3 teardrops, right? But apparently, where this guy was from, that meant that you were another man's property. That another man in a prison held you down and put a teardrop on your face because you belong to somebody. So he thinks he got married 3 times. It's funny, bro. Shit's different everywhere else. Like they can be things that, so I've seen that a lot, where like different words would mean different things. And if you ever heard me say that word and I just cleared it up, like the word, like the punks and shit, like that's what they would call it. You don't call another man that. And like you hear these white dudes in the modern like the suburbs be like, "You delinquents, you punks," right? And that's a different kind of punk. And this ain't Ashton Kutcher and we ain't punking you on a show. You know what I'm saying? The punk I'm talking about is a different kind and shit like that. And it's funny because I heard that dude call another dude a punk. He didn't do nothing about it, but I like, man, can't be saying that shit. You know what I mean? And it's funny, man. It's fucking like it goes to show you how different cultures are, different ways of life, different ways of doing things, saying things, what it means in different areas. We're not all the same and shit. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy and shit, you know? And then what do you guys think about this Lubin knockout? Does this officially mean that he's damaged goods? Did I not sit up here and tell you guys that Virgil Ortiz and Lubin fight? Did I not tell you that Virgil Ortiz and his team, Oscar De La Hoya, don't take a fight they can't win? And that the reason why this wasn't that fight because it's not for anything. Meaning the odds are in their favor. Oscar said yes to it. The he was supposed to be going into the fight the favorite Ortiz, and he was supposed to stop Lubin by what the guys with the numbers said. You see what I'm saying? When they were punching in the numbers. I try to tell you guys that Oscar, no, the only time Oscar takes risk when a belt was on the line. Don't you see that anytime he let Ryan Garcia off the hook was for 2 things? A big payday, but there was a belt on the line. When he fought Tank Davis had that regular belt. When he fought Devin Haney, there was supposed to be a belt on the line, but Ryan didn't make weight. That's when he's taking the 50-50 chance. But you mean to tell me that Oscar De La Hoya, since when does Oscar De La Hoya take his most promising star that he's molding and put him in a situation where they lose? The only thing, when time goes, shit happens that goes bad. Jaime Munguia got slept by Bruno. But He was supposed to stay focused, stay the course, and fucking, because all the way up into that point, he was winning the fight. I told you guys, Oscar De La Hoya is not going to sacrifice Ortiz and try to tell you, hey, this is a 50-50 fight. No, it's not. Lubin is a great fighter. He come here prepared. He's going to fight his heart out. I know you're selling the fight. There was some of us in the chat that can honestly, and I had to remind them, look at that knockout that Lubin took. Look at that massive ass whooping that Sebastian Fondora put on him. He made him look like the Elephant Man. He made Lubin look like he had elephantitis, that syndrome where your face is disfigured and shit. Yo, shout out to Johnny in the hangout spot too. Shout out to Brian Norman Jr. before I forget. Those are all the other people that I saw there that, I met Johnny. I finally got to meet Johnny. He's cool as shit too. I got to commentate too with a gentleman there too, also for the event. So that shit was cool too. And yeah, I'm just remembering that. So I just wanted to get that out of there. But look, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna go get a couple hours of sleep. Everything's starting to come down now. I feel myself going all over the place because I could feel like not having slept in 2 days. Now it's starting to be like something. I could feel it now. Um, and so I'm gonna go get some rest and shit. Look, I just want to thank all of you guys for support. You know, I want to thank you guys for either believing in me enough to rock with me on my channel and shit. You know, um, what I did is not for everyone. Not everybody can do what I did. No, they can't. Nah, I can't. I can't honestly say that. This is for those who want it. And I don't want you to go out there and get hurt or do something that I'm doing. Please, children, do not do this at home. But like I said, that's off my bucket list. That's a done deal. That's a done deal. Win, lose, or different. I had a boxing match on a televised event, and for as big as my world is, I think I got a good viewing audience, and that will always continue to be there. Always. The experience, everything. And I'm in box rec and shit. So you can't take that away from me. You you know what I'm saying? I earned that. So hopefully, maybe not maybe. I told I can't end on a losing note. Like, okay, maybe if I lose twice, all right, I'll stop or whatever. Lies. Those are all lies. Yeah, I will stop, okay, if I lose again. You know what I mean? I won't. Don't be calling me out equipment. You know what I'm saying? That's that bullshit, bro. My wife could be watching on the other room, and you're gonna go and do the sound effects. Yeah. Because that's a damn round. I'm going to fight again. Anyway, look, I got to get a dub. And it would be no better victory than to right this wrong. I feel like I was wronged. He feel like he was right. Running back, I feel like he's giving the fans what they want to see. I think that the fans want to see this fight again. And I would love to do it again, actually. Yes, I would. And to everybody else that before the fight thought that I was all talk, that I wasn't going to show up. You have no idea how many people showed me respect for that. How many people straight up came up to me and was like, "Nah, round one, man, we didn't think you was going to show up. We didn't think you was going to do that." And then the way you fought too, they was like, "Yeah, you prove that you're cut from a different cloth. You're a fighter, you know, you know." And I'm not, and it's just like uh that's just what I wanted. You know what I mean? I did want to be a boxer when I was younger. Unfortunately, I didn't make the right decisions, man. I really didn't, bro. And I'm just proving to myself that it's never too late to reinvent yourself. Yeah, I might not be a pro boxer. I might not box and ever get in a pro fight. Yeah. I'm cool with that. But these little events right here, this platform, you guys have really reinvented me. A few people wanted a Round One Sports Talk sweater. I actually have the equipment to put them together. I just got to get, sweaters, shit like that, and maybe put a couple orders together and shit, and really start putting down this Round One Sports Talk and taking it to another level. I've always talked about I wanted to do things, and I soon found out that it wasn't like that. You had to learn everything basically on your own. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And now that I got like Ness and Tone and everybody, and I could ask them a couple questions too when I need to. It's a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I've proven myself. That I'm not talk. I'm about it. I'm not saying I'm the toughest guy in the world, and I'm not saying I can beat everybody. No, I never said that. But I I I was challenged, and I rose to the challenge. Someone challenged me. I accepted the challenge, and I don't think I failed. I might have lost, but I don't think I failed. I don't know too many 51-year-old guys that would have did 3 rounds in 2 months. With everything that I was doing before that, shit. Me and God know. Me and God knows. God knows. He know. He know. He know. So I got to give myself some credit. Yo, I managed myself, my pace myself. I didn't panic. I was in some tight situations, and somehow, some way, bro, I found the strength and the oxygen to fight and still not look like sloppy. Look at the other masters. After 1 round, their performances took a dive. You know, me and OC, I was banging in the 3rd round with them. Y'all saw it. After that fake ass knockout and in that standing count, I started exchanging with them. You know what I mean? So look, man, I think I did great. I really gotta get some sleep, guys. I'll see you guys on a boxing voice probably Monday. You know what I'm saying? Please give these videos a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. And please give these videos a like for me, guys. It really helps the channel grow. So, fight fans, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin. It's been my pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking the videos. Let me know what you think. Leave it in your comments below. If you have any questions you want to ask, if you've seen something in the video that I didn't see, please let me know what you saw in the fight between me and OC the boss. And I really would would love to hear what you have to say. I've read a lot of you guys' chats, but I wasn't going to really strain my eye right now with my glasses on to read all the chats. And I apologize for that. But you got to understand, I'm still nursing a black eye, and my fucking vision is a little. And then I got this one right here like that. So yeah. So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? But thank you for everything. I try to put the chats up on the thing, and the thing didn't stop moving now, whatever. But I did my best. I'm exhausted right now. And thank you for everything, for everyone that supported me, for everyone that believed in me, and for everyone that's still cheering me on. Even it didn't go my way, you know? They know that I always said, even in a loss, man, as long as you give a good account of yourself, depending how you lost, you know. And I didn't lose. I was robbed. I was robbed without a gun. I know the guy that robbed me. He's right there. That it's him. You know what I mean? Yo, so fight fans, look, I really gotta get some sleep. Thank you, man. Yo, I don't think a lot of people could have done what I did. I don't really think so. Because I actually like, sparred and shit and went to the gym and see guys around. Nah, they weren't doing it. Well, anyway, guys, unless they were active guys, that had they like actively turned that age, but by years of always just using boxing as an aerobics to stay in shape, a means of weighing, staying in shape. Those kind of guys can do it. Them, I've seen those. But a guy to come straight off his couch, 51, smoking, drinking, you work out for the first month, you're fucking sore. The second month, you're starting to heal from your soreness. And the last 2 weeks, you just started learning something. And before you know it, the fight's right there. Thank you, fight fans. That's your dilemma.